Yes, hello, very good morning. How are you guys? Welcome back to Shop on TV. Do you know what? It's just, well, gone past midnight. How was your Boxing Day? How was your Christmas? I hope you had the most amazing time. If you're like me and you had, let's say, more than one mince pie, you're probably thinking, right, I need to get in shape. I want 2026 to be my year for fitness. Well, we're going to make that so easy for you. This is all about easy fitness. We're live here, yes, for the next 3 hours, but it's also about affordable fitness. It's also about convenient fitness too. Well, we're going to give ourselves a full body workout. We're going to start off with this thing. This is called the LegMaster. Did you know 5 million of these have been sold worldwide? You know what? I'm not going to tell you about it. We're here with our lovely Fiona. Fiona, welcome to Shop on TV.
Great to be here.
Merry Christmas, first of all.
Merry Christmas to you.
Do you have a lovely time?
Absolutely fabulous. But yes, ate far too many mince pies too, made by my lovely daughter who's here, but they were delicious. Francesca's also here. Do you know what? We've got so many different bits of kit for you. We are going to give a full body workout, but it's so easy. Literally just 60 seconds a day, you can see results. Talk about Francesca. Francesca, very good morning.
Hello.
Good to see you. Merry Christmas to you too.
Merry Christmas to you too.
Do you know what? We're thinking very easy to get good results, isn't it, with this bit of kit?
Oh my gosh, works everything. Legs, arms, it's easy. Fits under the sofa, whip it out. Perfect for the new year.
Perfect, isn't it? Especially when it's cold outside. We don't want to go outside. Even if it's just walking or jogging, it's so much easier to stay indoors. Do you know what? We've got lots and lots of, well, I've got lots of questions to ask. If you've got any yourself, email us in studio@shopontv.co.uk. But do you know what? We're starting off with this. It's all about the LegMaster. Normally £89, but literally just 60 seconds a day, and you can work up to, well, they say around 200 muscles. So if you're thinking about your pelvic floor muscles, it's so important. We're going to be talking to Fiona and Francesca why, but this is going to give yourself such a good workout. All about resistance training, but there's so much to this. We're going to get into the nitty-gritty, but if you're tempted to get involved and check out your baskets quickly, well, do so. Normally £89, but now it's £68. And if you want to spread the cost, do so. It's on PayPal, pay in 3. So that's £24.98 a day. That, my friends, is fantastic. So 366263. We love this. One of the most popular items here in recent times on Shop on TV. But you know what? We did mention other items on the show, didn't we? Now, when it comes to the cardio core, you know what? Sometimes we say, well, they often hear, don't you? You've got to get outside, you've got to get moving. But actually, how about active sitting? Is that the right description, do you think, Fiona?
That's the perfect. I spent so many years saying everybody off the sofa. Now, you can stay on the sofa, which is probably where you've been a bit too much of recently.
A bit too much.
This is great to get the steps in. Resistance training, strength training, knees, ankles, mobility. Using the upper body is perfect. But look at this. Legs and arms at your own pace. Perfect place to start. You're going to be activating, toning, strengthening the core, which we use for absolutely everything in life.
That's the fundamental, isn't it?
It absolutely is. So to be able to do cardiovascular, strength training, resistance training, releasing endorphins. It's all a bit dull and dingy at the moment.
It is, isn't it?
But whilst you're sitting, you could still be having that glass of mulled wine. You could still have your mince pie, but get your activity in whilst eating it.
That's fantastic. Do you know what? I still need to catch up with some Christmas films. So you can lose calories, burn calories, whilst you're sitting down, you know?
Absolutely.
This is great. We love this. This has been so popular here in the past on Shop on TV, whilst it's in stock. And actually, whilst you're saving money, normally that's £89. At the moment for the show, it's dropped to £59. And even that, you can spread the cost interest-free on PayPal. So that's 3 payments or £21.98. Now, we all have good intentions, don't we? Especially at this time of the year. We're going to join our friends on ITV1 in about 35 minutes' time. We're going to have a lot of people watching us tonight because people are sat at home, people are thinking, right, flicking through channels and right, I've got big plans for next year. We are going to have sellouts this show. It's going to be a busy one. So get ahead and get ahead of the potential queues on the phone because we're going to be busy. Add it to your basket on shopontv.co.uk and check out. Right, do you know what? We're talking about gyms. We're going to be talking about them a lot, actually, for the next few hours, no doubt. I'm not a big fan of the gym. I don't like the money I have to pay on a monthly basis. I rarely go, if I'm honest.
I'm allergic to them. I am allergic to them. If I had a gym membership, it would become a gym donation. Because
really?
I just wouldn't go, but I'd still be paying. I don't even know how much are gyms this a month.
This is people spend a lot. Gym donation, I like that.
Yeah.
I like that. Do you know what, though? Of course, Francesca, you do use a lot of gyms as well? I mean, because it's still inconvenient for everyone, I suppose.
I like working out at home. I'm really busy. I do wedding planning. I've got a lot of things up my sleeve. So having an item like this where works every aspect of the body is perfect for me.
And of course, you get a chart to help you with that, don't you?
Absolutely, yeah. You can sit down doing this, you can lie down. This even turns into a rower, would you believe it or not?
Really?
Yes, it's everything in the palm of your hand.
Just like the benefit of a full gym, but literally you can put it in the bag, can't you? You can store it in a drawer at home.
Absolutely, you can hide it away, whip it out when you need it for just a few minutes, in the morning, evening, or at lunch.
Or lunch, why not? Even just a few minutes in the morning. You know, it can build up, and actually that can grow with you because you can increase the intensity of the resistant band.
Absolutely. So when you roll it up like this, you're shortening it and making it harder for yourself, but equally you can make it easier. If you just want to start with a simple little lift,
yes,
you're working all your muscles, you're working your core as well.
So that's for all levels of fitness then, I guess?
Yeah, I love it. I'm, 30 next year, and this is my go-to thing.
Really?
Yeah.
And do you know what? Part of the chore is getting in the car, driving to the gym, or even going outside. You look at the weather, it's cold. You can do exactly what you're seeing here in your kitchen, in your living room, in your bedroom. Right, normally for this, £59. That's dropped. You're saving £20 if you get the stay. It's £39, and that's the Gym Magic. It's a complete gym experience in your home. Like I said, it comes with a chart, put it on the wall. That's going to ensure you get the most from it, the most variety of exercises. So it's easy to diversify with that. So 456 359. Again, if you've got any questions while we're live here on Shop on TV, then email us in studio@shopontv.co.uk. Right, how would you order, I hear you ask? Well, easy thing to do is go to the website. As soon as you click on live deals, scroll down and you're going to see all of these amazing offers. That LegMaster. Now, just give you a heads up, we haven't got an awful lot of stock on that, so I'd add that to your basket and get those checked out. That, the guys and I were predicting, that's going to be the first item to sell out. Do you know what? We've also got the Shape Magic. This is the fitness weighted vest. You know what? When it comes to exercise, that's going to help you burn even more calories. Add a gentle bit of resistance, whether it's walking or even just cleaning the house. I've had mine on for about half an hour. I forgot I've got it on. Very, very popular. It was launched in Australia, I believe, and we're so pleased to have it here in the UK. Whilst it's available, whilst we've got the stock, do get that home, especially while you're saving money. OK, well, we've got a variety here on Shop on TV. We pride ourselves with variety. It's all about fitness, easy fitness, this show. But tomorrow, don't forget, we're here every single day on Freeview Channel 89. We're also on ITV1 and STV. Tomorrow, join me for Mulberry Silk. If you struggle to sleep, this could well help you. It's one of our biggest items on Shop on TV. After that, we've got Jane Plan, big fan of Jane Plan. We've got Workout on Max Health treadmill. We're talking about household cleaning with the Miracle Chamois. We've got Keep Fit, More Keep Fit, Jane Plan, and Untitled. That's to be confirmed. It's what we've got stock-wise. We've had such a busy time of the year. OK, let's start now getting ready for 2026. We start to make big plans, don't we? New Year's resolutions. If we have too much or too ambitious goals to start with, that's when we're likely to fail. But if you can dedicate just 60 seconds a day, then you can get so much fitter, especially with this. Do you know what? It's always a pleasure to have Fiona here in the studio, but also family businesses too.
Yeah, no, well, this was invented for me by my husband. I'm 60 this year. We have been creating what I call affordable, efficient, effective, at-home fitness for all age levels.
Yes.
Great place to start. I've had 5 children.
Right.
So this obviously is, actually my eldest daughter's here, but this has been brilliant for me, having had children, to not only get the pelvic floor back to where it was before I had my 5 children, but just a quick fix. And you say 60 seconds, but that actually is the maximum workout.
That's all you need.
Just start with 3 or 4, and immediately you're going to think, oh, inner thigh, outer buttocks, abdominal muscles, and literally whilst the toast is browning, the coffee's going through the percolator, whilst you clean your teeth, you can have done your strength training, resistance training, also, you know, important for releasing endorphins and, you know, burning calories. I mean, the secret is in this base. It is a 9-degree patented curve created by my husband for me, and look at the muscles it's being activating, toning, strengthening. These are important not just for looking good, but strengthening. And if I think about it, Charlie, you know, this is such a great time of the year for everybody to get together with families. But how many people didn't do that because they have lost the mobility. As you said, those New Year's resolutions that this year just didn't quite happen.
Yeah,
you know,
we're all guilty of it, aren't we?
We're all guilty, and I think also when you get to kind of, I'm 60 this year and only going to get older, there's that kind of, oh no, there's nothing I can do. It's too late, because I don't want to go to a gym and do body pumps or whatever they're called.
But people find it intimidating. Well, it's the hassle. It's loading up the car.
And the finance.
This is it.
The whole thing. So I think what this has been over the last 25 years has been something not only that I've used, my kids now love it, because it does come fully assembled, pop it under the sofa, but it is that get your fitness done in 1 minute and feel good about it.
Feel good about it. Do you know what? Speaking of which, I've never, ever once regretted doing exercise.
No.
I've never once regretted it. For physical benefits and mental benefits, I just feel more alert.
Yeah.
You know, I feel ready to tackle the day, especially if you do it in the morning. I find I sleep better, actually, as well.
Well, true. I think it does boost your energy. And, you know, whatever you do, and there's lots of things you can do. You can go for a lovely long walk, but it's cold and damp and rainy and icy.
Slippy, it's icy, isn't it, at the moment?
Exactly, you go for a swim. But personally, I don't like to get wet. You can, I mean, there's a lot of things, but for me, who's a bit allergic to gyms, doing something at home has been important. So we have created, as you can see on the website, we've created a whole load of different things for stretching, for helping maintain mobility, for flexibility, lots of different things which really can help you, and for a very small amount of time.
Yeah.
In the comfort of your home.
That's a lovely thing, isn't it?
Yes.
So you could do this when you're watching the TV, listen to the news in the morning, your podcast. This is for all ages, then, do you think?
It definitely is, because my daughter's actually using it sitting down. I'm not sure why she's sitting down and I'm standing up.
You got the lucky one there, Francesca, haven't you?
So she's...
It's working all the muscles. So.
And you can feel it sitting down, can you?
Yeah, all over my thighs, even my abs, but inner thighs and glutes.
Fantastic.
It's an amazing piece of kit. I love
you know, I was told that this can work out, what, up to 200 muscles?
Yeah, and even sitting down you can feel it. It's definitely stronger standing up, but for starting, sitting down works perfectly. And I'm, as I said, approaching 30. All my friends are starting to have babies, and I recommend this to my friends.
Yeah.
And I actually buy them as a present. I'm like, here, this will help you out.
Do you know what? I bet they'll be very grateful for that. Very grateful.
They are.
Do you know, speaking of which, I know you guys, you get so much good feedback for the LegMaster, don't you?
Yes. Oh, we have 5-star reviews worldwide. We've sold 5 million, and again, it was invented for me by my husband quite a few years ago.
Right.
And I've had 5 children, so now the benefits are... helping strengthen the pelvic floor, because you all have the baby, isn't that lovely? You come home, you have a baby, you have those oops moments, and people go, yeah, that's just normal. Well, actually, no, there are things you can do. If you're not one of those people that did your pelvic floor exercises, which I do remember the kind of, I think you're supposed to be in an elevator, and, you know, and I'm like, I don't even know how I'm doing this. I'm not sure I even have a pelvic floor after 5 children.
Right.
And men have pelvic floors.
Yeah,
A lot of people
so
think...
I'm told.
You know what? The pelvic floor are the 4 muscles that support the bladder.
Yeah.
So if you've got a bladder, you've got a pelvic floor. But as we don't use muscles, you don't use it, you lose it, that's what happens with the pelvic floor. The muscles supporting the bladder, they just weaken with age. But having children, obviously, accelerates that.
So for men or women, the older you get, it almost becomes more essential, really.
Yes.
So it's never too late to start then, is it?
Definitely.
Even if you're not a gym person, you've always, I mean, you do a bit of walking, but you're not feeling like you've done a bit of a workout, because it's a good feeling, I think, isn't it? Knowing you've done something good. And actually, even after a few minutes, I've just gently already, I can feel it all over.
Yes, no, definitely. Well, it is the heart and the lungs as well. We're burning calories. And you talk about feeling better, it is endorphins, as Hayley always says, happy dolphins.
Happy dolphins.
It releases endorphins, which are the feel-good factors that you would get from that hour-long walk or that lovely cycle that you might not be doing.
Yeah.
Get it in 1 minute. And also, we do have the weighted vest on, which is great. The extra.
I've actually forgotten I've had it on.
I know, that's the great thing about it.
This is great.
I can't even see it.
So I've got it under my hoodie here, because it gets freezing in this place.
Well, you can wear it underneath and you can wear it on top. But I love this. This I created for the ultimate in sneaky fitness. And one size fits all.
Yes.
So whatever it is, because there's adjustability. But if you have a look at this, it is just a simple little weight, super flexible, made of neoprene. You could actually wash it.
Yes.
And all you do is clip it on. And what it will do is help you stand up. So maybe your New Year's resolution is to stand a bit taller, better posture.
Do you know what? I slouch a lot. I do.
Everybody slouches.
Yeah, I do a lot of driving. I do a lot of work on my computer as well. And you forget every now and again. I think, oh no, sit up straight. But it's easy to forget, isn't it? Especially if it's a habit you've had for years and years and years. And actually, without even realising it, I do feel like I've been stood up a little bit taller.
You've been stood up, but also you are carrying literally the 1 kilo, which is 2 pounds in weight.
Right.
So that is giving you extra resistance whilst you're doing nothing more than you would be doing. So actually, I know we're on the LegMaster, but we could actually be at home doing a bit of cleaning.
Right.
Hoovering, carrying the laundry. Every single move is going to bring with it a little bit of extra resistance, strength training, calorie burning, feeling more energized, maybe helping you sleep better at night by literally just clicking it on. And we've made it so it is up the top here, so it's not around your waist, it's not clunky, it's not,
it's not in the way, is it? No.
And all you have to do is put it on, you can see it from the back, super stretchy, and just click it on. And it is one size fits all, because this adjusts all the way out. But really nice and comfy, neoprene, washable.
Yeah, it does feel good.
Ultimate in sneaky fitness.
Sneaky fitness.
Don't do. Well, go for a walk, actually. Francesca uses it going for a walk, or when she does, you know, those, what is it, the yoga things where you do that. What's this called? Francesca warrior pose or something.
I can do,
so every time you do your move, you're just bringing some.
I'm not doing a downward dog, by the way. Not on TV. Don't get me doing that.
No. But every time.
Don't even know what it is.
Upward dog, downward dog, warrior pose. But whatever you want to do, if you're younger, add a little bit of extra. Go for a walk with it.
Yeah.
Take the dog for a walk with it, you know, or just whilst you're doing. But as you said, you forgot about it.
Well,
and I didn't even know you had it on because I couldn't even see it.
I hide it well. Do you know what, though? Even when you're just walking up and down the stairs, just mopping, you're bound to be burning more calories. So actually, if you think about getting your exercise in, put this on. You might have this on, what, for an hour a day? You know, next time you do the cleaning or hang up the laundry in the summer, the lines, it's all movement, isn't it? So it's taking natural everyday movements and it's making it into a bit more of a workout, a bit more of a gentle exercise. So, OK, £49.99 is usually the price. I hear it's been very, very popular in Australia. We're so pleased to have this in the UK. You're saving £10. Now, I know it's not the easiest time of the year. It's been quite expensive, isn't it? Which is why we've got it for you on PayPal Pay in 3. So 3 payments of £14.98. So 855-254 is the item number. Easiest way to shop is on the website. You can call us, but on shopontv.co.uk is the fastest way to order. Like I said, we're going to be joining our friends on ITV1 in around about half an hour's time. When that happens, we know we got a lot of feedback. People want fitness this time of the year. We are going to get sellouts. In fact, that LegMaster, that has sold out time and time again. You don't sell 5 million of something unless it is a piece of kit that really, really, truly helps people. And that's exactly what it is. So £68 or 3 payments of £24.98. This is easy, convenient fitness that if you're able to stand and move your legs in that fashion, then you can do this. Anyone can do this. So 366263. But you know, if you're wondering how it works, there's a lot to this. It's the angle of the base that's very important.
Yeah, that is. It's a 9-degree curve, which means you're lifting your body in a different way. Everything else is forward motion, walking, cycling, swimming. This is lateral motion, so it is using difficult, hard-to-reach muscles, but really important muscles. Not just the leg muscles, but the core muscles, the buttock muscles. And not just using and strengthening them, great for mobility. Maybe just walking is becoming an issue, getting in and out of a car, getting up and down the stairs. Maybe that's the reason why you haven't spent time with the family this year. But also for aesthetics. My girls use it because, you know, they like to have that thigh gap. They like to slim and tone. But also, again, we talk about mental wellness as well, you know, releasing endorphins. A lot of overwhelming moments in life at the moment, and it's dark and dingy and
Lots of people do struggle in the winter, doesn't it?
Definitely.
It's dark. I get bored in winter, to be honest with you.
It's not nice. So
no, it's
you
not.
get on this, 20 seconds, and it blows the cobwebs away, helps you feel more energised, and I truly believe a bit of exercise can help many of us sleep better.
Yeah, I think so. I always sleep better when I've done a bit of exercise, honestly. But you know what? I make excuses, though. I think, by the time I've got to the gym, you know, it's only 15 minutes away, but then half an hour of driving, I'm always chatting to someone. There's a bar in there afterwards as well. That could get a bit
dangerous.
I know they have cake. I once went to a gym that had curry night. I mean, I don't know. Yeah.
Well,
it's one in London.
That gym, I tell you.
It was great, but I think I put on weight. Anyway, it doesn't matter. That's a story for another day. But the point I'm making is, joking aside, it's the getting there, it's the upheaval, it's getting that towel, getting that clean clothes, showering there, getting back in your car. You can just walk down the stairs and just do 60 seconds of this. And we've got other items on the show for the rest of your body too. But the LegMaster, this is one of the main items of this live show. £89 is usually the price, but at the moment, you're saving £21. How much is your gym membership? How much you spend on fuel getting to the gym? I mean, my gym membership, I'm even the cheapest one. I'm even off-peak. It's £74, £75, and I don't go. I keep lying to myself I'm going to go. I would honestly see myself using this. £68, little movements, big results. Talk about easy fitness. The secret is in the 9-degree slope combined with a lateral gliding motion that uses gravity and your own body weight to target your inner and outer thighs, buttocks, abs, hips and core muscles. So you can take back control, again, in just a minute a day. So 366-263 is the item number. It sounds almost too good to be true, but I think most of us, fair to say, we can dedicate just 60 seconds. Incorporate it into your morning routine, brushing your teeth, having a coffee, or put the radio on, and when you put the kids to bed before you sit down and watch your favourite TV show, just do 60 seconds of this. Why don't you catch you up and talking to your other half? Get one for them too. You know what, actually, talking of which, this is good for different age groups, so this could become a family piece of kit and a family routine then.
It perfectly, I mean, it's a great place to start. A lot of people say it's too late, I can't do that. You can use this sitting down. OK, it comes fully assembled. We don't do assembly. If I had to put anything together, it would go straight back. You could take the handlebar off, so it could just fit underneath your sofa.
Oh, so the whole bit you can take off?
Yes, the whole bit.
Right.
You just pull the pin out. The handlebar is adjustable. But just sitting, maybe whilst you're on a Teams call, maybe whilst you're watching Shop... Well, actually, right now, if you're sitting there thinking, I've eaten far too much chocolate, I've had far too many mince pies, I know I should be doing something. Can I do that? Yes, you can. Just sitting like this, activating, engaging, toning, resistance, strength training. If you're like me, bone density, muscle mass, everything is hitting me like billboards on a freeway.
Yes,
you know, blood pressure, cholesterol. We know we have to do something. I always say, ageing is a privilege, but we have to age strong. So it's gentle, low impact. I think probably zero impact. No electricity.
People do worry about their knees, don't they?
Yes, this is seriously. But as you want to progress, all you have to do is, and the way we use it, it's hands on the handlebar for stability, just one foot on the pedal, the other foot on. It moves a little bit, but it stops. And then even if you just start with 3, inner thigh, outer buttock, heart, lungs, endorphins, more energy. And fitness is accumulative, so the next day maybe try 4, maybe try 5. I can lift this up with one finger, so it's not heavy, literally one finger. And again, it comes fully assembled. And you're right, we've sold 5 million pieces. And I think when
that's worldwide, is it?
Worldwide. When people say, why have you sold so many? Not only does it do what it's supposed to, and I think the pelvic floor issues, those what I call politely oops moments, is a massive problem. And so many people just say, well, there's nothing I can do. And then you have to buy all sorts of things that are very expensive, I would imagine. But to actually draw your legs in and help strengthen that is huge. And I think the reason people have loved it is because it is easy to commit to.
This is it.
You know, like, you're struggling to commit to your gym membership because of the time and the expense.
Well, obviously I work nights and it's...
there's another excuse.
I do get a bit lazy.
There's another
Where's
excuse.
the list?
There's
honestly.
a long list of it. We all have an excuse. You know, 5, 6, 7, 8, 10 seconds a day in the company. There is no excuse for that. And I can tell you right now, I've never had somebody tread on this and have a look at this curve. This is why it is different. But I've never had somebody use this that hasn't said, oh, well, I can feel that immediately. You do feel it immediately. You know what it's doing immediately. And because it literally is 10 seconds to start with, guess what? You will commit to it.
Yeah, I reckon you will. And you'll start setting yourself goals, won't you?
Yes.
I'm really impressed with this. So give it a go. Make 2026 your year. Just one step at a time. It's the LegMaster. Again, millions have been sold worldwide. Get yours whilst we've got it in stock. But also, you're going to get it at a discounted price. You're saving £21. So 366-263. Here's how you buy. This is shopontv.co.uk. As soon as you go on the page, this is what you'll see. Click live. scroll down and you'll see all of these amazing offers. So there's a LegMaster. If you want other items, do pop into your basket. Check out at the same time to save on your postage too. We did have various different options. So many have sold out time and time again, but we have got a popular one. It's the purple one in stock right now, but you're saving £21. It's so good. Again, all on PayPal, £22.67. Spread that cost. Who knows where you'll be, what you'll look like, how you'll feel in as little, let's say, a few weeks, a few months. Imagine this time next year, take photos, because I'm sure you're going to be feeling much, much better. Honestly, I could count on it. I've only been using this for a few minutes, and I can just feel I've done something good. I'm feeling good. I'm feeling a bit more alert. I'm feeling a bit sleepy early. It's boxing day, isn't it? But I feel on it now. But 491928 is the item number 4. The next item we're going to look at. This is all about the cardio core. Talking about gyms. Well, do you know what? It's the upheaval. It's the walking outside. This we can actually work out while sitting down.
Definitely.
That's too good to be true, Fiona.
I know. I tell you, for the last 25 years, I've said to people, sitting is not doing you any good. Get off the sofa. And I thought, actually, let's create something we can do to interrupt your sitting.
Yes.
So now you could be sitting, watching television, eating your mince pie, having a mulled wine, but you could also be getting mobility, strength, resistance. This is resistance bands. Every move on this is incorporating strength training. Now, we have the legs going here. We've also got the upper arms, so you can isolate different parts of the body. But if we do it together, guess what? We are going to be replacing those sit-ups or crunches that we haven't done for years.
So, I can genuinely feel it a bit already.
Yes.
Genuinely I can.
But you know what? It's silent. There's no electricity.
No.
There is very small impact. You could actually start with one leg. My husband actually created this because he'd had an ankle fusion, hip replacement.
Oh, really?
And, I mean, what can you do that's cardiovascular? Cardio sounds like hot and sweaty, pounding the pavements, that you can actually do sitting down.
Yeah.
What is it you could do that is very, very low impact, but is really going to work? What kind of abdominal muscle can you do sitting down?
Good point.
None of them. So I said to him, I said, create something for you. You're sitting on the sofa, you're getting slightly bigger each day, and you are very grumpy.
Yeah.
You need to release endorphins. You need to get the mobility
like I'm not going to, don't get me started. But you know what, though? It is actually, it's an incredible thing. You haven't got to worry about plugging it in.
No.
You're not draining electricity or draining energy. So also for this one, what, 60 seconds a day?
Well, you could start with 60 seconds. I mean, often I do a show in Australia and America. After an hour, I've worked out I've done 7,000 steps, because you're getting your steps in with this as well.
Of course.
So if you had a whole of 2025 where you didn't do your 10,000 steps, I can probably see a lot of guilty faces there, because how many people do 10,000 steps? Just at a gentle pace, it gets the heart rate up, it gets the lungs going, you're burning calories, you're going to help with bone density, muscle mass. But for me, the idea that I can actually get a cardio workout whilst I'm sitting down, the fact that my core muscles are so much stronger whilst I'm sitting here. This again comes fully assembled. Look at it, I'm holding it here. It comes with a little mat as well, which is stuck to the bottom.
Yep, so it's like an anti-slip.
And it lies down flat, so you can put it in, under your bed, or you put it behind a sofa. All you have to do is take it out. No assembly. We do not do assembly. And then, simple place to start. Different ways of using it as well, Charlie. We could just start with gentle steps.
Yes.
Or maybe, like my husband, he actually didn't manage to use one side because he just had the hip replaced, but just get going with the other side. You could do 2-foot puts. And if you actually look here, we have got the ankle mobility, we've got the knee mobility, we've got the hip, all the way through. So if you're thinking, actually, my range of motion, it's not what it used to be, which mine certainly isn't at the age of 60. These are gentle steps. You can actually get going really fast with it, which is perfect. We do actually have the ability, if you want, to purchase extra resistance bands. And my daughter adds these, because she's like, Mum, that's great for you at this level. However, I want a bit more resistance. So I think that would be a great thing to pop in your basket.
So you can add that into your basket. It comes with some anyway, but as you build up your tolerance, you want to increase the resistance. And again, we talk about different age groups, Francesca, as well. And how many minutes would you do a day on this?
I get my TV series on. I'm currently watching Peaky Blinders.
Oh, good
And
choice.
I sit there and I just get my steps in.
What series are you on at the moment?
Well, only just started. I can't believe it, but I'm fully
You're in
hooked.
for a treat.
Yeah, I'm enjoying it so far. But it's like my mum said, it's silent.
Yeah.
So it's easy. You sit down and you get your steps in. You don't feel guilty at the end of the day if you've not done anything, because you can whip this out and get moving.
Well, this is it, because you might start off with literally a few seconds, a few minutes. Then you might put, I don't know, one of your favourite songs on at the moment. You're going to do it for the duration of that. And then you might build up to, I don't know, half an hour of a sitcom, your favourite show. Even like most of a film you might get up to.
And it's low impact. Like, you're not on the concrete, like, hurting your knees. You're sat down on your sofa. It's comfy.
It is. So what's your favourite exercise with this? Is it mainly for your legs? Because you could do your arms as well.
I do like this movement which I'm doing, which really gets into the core.
Yeah.
So when it's coming into summer, I focus on this one to sort of work on my core. But I like doing a mixture of all of them, just switch it up. And it's easy to switch and change and yeah, sit there watching a TV series and get your heart pumping.
It's great. You forget you do it.
You
and
do.
You've got the mat, so if you've got a tile floor, wooden floor, that doesn't matter, anything like that,
No. The mat is perfect, and it stays steady, and you just pedal away.
Yeah, pedal away. Do you know what? And I can just imagine people storing this, because you can store it flat, put it under your sofa, and when you think, oh, do you know, I might just do 5 minutes. Even you just might lean forward, pull it out, and start doing some exercise. You haven't even got to move. So 3 payments, £21.98. Okay, we're going to be joining ITV1 in about 15, 20 minutes. This is going to get ridiculously busy. I mean, firstly, because of the benefits we just mentioned, active sitting, it's just too good to be true. But also, we've got an incredible deal. You're saving money. So normally £89, yeah, you're saving a good amount of money here. So you're saving, what, £30? So yeah, 59 is the total for this. Or if you want to spread the cost interest-free, it's PayPal, paying free. So all it is today, £21.98. You'll have this in a few days. So even to start the new year, you're going to be ready to go. And do you know what? It's funny, isn't it? If I have good intentions, you know, New Year's Eve, but then it's mid-January, then it's February, it's not too late, you can have this ready for the new year. So absolutely make it 2026 your year for fitness, but easy fitness, affordable fitness, convenient fitness. So 491928. But any questions, just email us in at studio@shopontv.co.uk. So this could be your favourite chair, this could be maybe in your home office, just during a break, a coffee break or a lunch break. You know, and this is the thing, maybe you do work long hours. Maybe you have got kids by the time you've picked them up from school, put them to bed. When do you have time to go for that run? When do you have time to go to that pool for that swim? Or maybe you haven't even got time to book gym class, let alone actually go to them. This is something you can walk downstairs, go into your bedroom and can just do a few minutes a day. So yeah, 491928. But we got other designs from Fiona from Summers. This is all about a full body workout in this show. But even that word workout, you know, it can be a bit daunting. This is for all ages, all levels of ability. Just a bit of light resistance training, just a bit of light movement, just for a bit of flexibility to be starting with. Yeah, that's all you need to get going. But even if you've been going to the gym for years, then that's going to be ideal. Right, OK, we've got other items on the show. In fact, there's something we haven't actually looked at properly yet. We've mentioned it, haven't we? This is all about gym magic. Right, OK, now you can tell already, even though I've been on air for, what, about half an hour, that I've got a phobia of gyms. I just don't like them. It's the thought of just going there and packing. This is like a gym in a bag, isn't it?
It is. Actually, talking of the bag, there is a bag you can buy with it, which
you can add it on. Yeah.
I created. But the gym magic, basically, yes, it's the whole of the gym in the palm of the hand. So if you're somebody that can't afford a gym membership, doesn't want to go, this is perfect for the upper body. This is perfect for doing the buttocks. This is perfect just for core strength, because with each move you do, it is resistance training, and you can adjust the resistance. But it's also good for easy, efficient and effective stretches. So maybe you're somebody that actually is having difficulty, you know, maybe doing the seat belt or just putting your jacket on and you've lost mobility. Just movements and gentle stretches, but each stretch is bringing with it resistance training, strength training, burning calories, toning, strengthening, just literally lifting your arms up. Maybe a lot of people have that, is it like a frozen thing or a rotator thing in the shoulders?
Yeah.
So for mobility and range of motion but also strengthening and toning. This has been perfect. It does come with a wall chart with my favourite 15, although every time I do a show, I'm like, I need to redo that.
Yeah, you're thinking of more, I bet.
More.
Yeah.
But also we have downloads to 4 workouts, beginner, intermediate, advanced and seated, which are about 10 minutes long, which means that I am literally with you, holding your hand through your journey of better strength, better mobility. But this is just something which is, it goes in hand luggage. I take this around the world with me. So that I can keep my mobility and my shoulders back, because I had terrible problems with my shoulders that literally was...
Just feels a bit stiff.
Well, just stiff. And then at night, every time I rolled on it, I was waking up. My husband said, look, Fiona, you just need to start stretching. And I'm like, yeah, right, I'm not going to stretch. What am I going to just do this? No, let me create something which is going to give you a stretch, but with resistance.
So it's a thorough stretch then, isn't it?
It is a thorough stretch. And I keep it under the bed.
So you roll it down there. Is that increasing the resistance?
It is, but it also allows you to do different things. Now, I know Francesca was talking about the doing a rowing machine. I'm actually going to do it sitting down here. My friend said, look, I love to go to the gym. Let me move these pillows.
Yeah.
I love to go to the gym. This isn't good for me. It's not replacing the gym. Well, this is. Look at this. This is actually a rowing machine.
Like a rower?
So it's like a rowing machine, which I can shorten as well. I can make it more intensive. I could also do some little core twists. I could do some leg raises. I could do some abdominal crunches. I could then actually stretch out my shoulders. How much is a rowing machine?
Yeah, I was just thinking that. I mean, hundreds, aren't you?
Maybe a couple of thousand.
Yeah, you can spend thousands. I know you can't...
And look at this.
Yeah.
Literally balance on one finger. Super soft.
Yes.
And I mean, we're talking stretches with strengthening, toning. We're talking the whole body. We're talking a rowing machine. We're talking bench presses, shoulder presses, squat, everything. But each move, whether it's for my 29-year-old daughter, who's here as well, who absolutely loves this, because her house is about the size of a postage stamp. So having all that big equipment or a whole set of dumbbells, because if you think about it, if I'm sitting here, I've just got a bicep curl. As soon as I rotate it round, I've got the next heavy bicep curl. Next rotation, the next.
Right.
So instead of having my stack of all those lovely dumbbells, just pick up this. This would replace all of the dumbbells because you can choose which level of resistance.
And also, where would you put all those? Yeah, this is the way. If I had a mansion, I'd have a gym. Don't get me wrong. I probably wouldn't use it, but I mean, where would you start? I mean, that's thousands of pounds.
Thousands, and all that, stuff lying around, collecting dust, not being used. In my case,
this is it.
This is the perfect way.
I would totally use this.
Yes.
I would totally use this. And I do love the way you get the charm, because that's going to help to ensure you get your money's worth. It's not just one or two exercises. So even on these, well, there's what, over a dozen here, aren't there? Wow, you're going to get so much use. So even just that, you could, about 15, is it? You could get so much use from it. So that's a full body workout. But don't forget, you get online videos, so you get all the information, all the guidance you need. So it's not far off, I mean, like a personal trainer, and you can pause, stop, rewind, because I don't do, what do they call it? Not workshops, like classes.
Oh, no.
Oh, they can be scary.
Well, intimidating, expensive, time. It's a whole long list of excuses that we've been through before.
Yeah.
But this is a perfect way of just helping with mobility in the upper body. This is also the perfect way of strengthening your biceps. This is a perfect way of just doing a little bit of an abdominal workout, or maybe just gentle mobility of the legs. But remember, every move you have brings with it resistance training. Now, resistance training is so important for bone density, for muscle mass. Things as we age, we have to do strength training, we have to do resistance training. So choose what you want to do. Choose that class, choose that long cycle, choose the big walk, choose lifting heavy weights. Or choose something that you can literally use sitting, standing, lying. You can change the resistance so that it grows with you. Follow my lovely routines, which I'm there holding your hand through your journey to a better version of you, a stronger version of you. Also, I have the wall chart with my 15 favourite moves at that time. I think I'd probably change them all now, because I just think there's
You're
so
bound
many...
to think of more. It's going to grow with you,
every
isn't
time. And actually target your whole body, or target just one area of your body. Maybe it is the range of motion in your shoulders that you want to work on. Maybe it's the buttocks. And I can see Francesca doing all sorts of squats with it, because she loves to tone the buttocks for her skinny jeans. But maybe it is just that core area, you know, struggling, doing the seat belt, putting your coat on. So many times you just stop doing certain things in life because you lose mobility. You become a prisoner of lack of mobility, which is really sad.
Well, you do. Do you use this for stretching then, Francesca? Do you for resistance, building muscle? Is there a particular reason you reach for this?
All of what you've just mentioned, but mainly for resistance training.
Right.
Because, like you said before, you can work all aspects of the body. Like just then I was doing squats, but then you could do arms, and it's just so easy. And you can make it as easy as hard as you like by rolling to increase the resistance or unrolling to make it a bit easier. Fits under the sofa. Can take it out if you want a quick 5-minute workout. Equally, you can turn it into an hour's workout because it's just endless. If you look at the wall chart there, there's so many different options you can do, which is just perfect. There
is. And do you know what, with this, if someone's watching, I want to focus on my upper body or lower body, it's good for all of that, isn't it? So and you might want to target a certain area first, but this could become a full body workout for £39. And do you know what? If you want to put it in a nice bag, we've actually got a bag dedicated, designed for this, which is just at the back there. You can see it on the website. It's actually coming under the You May Like, just there. So 740077. So that's £12.50. Cap P&P as well, don't forget. So if you've got your eye on more than one item, add it into the basket, check out the same order, and you can save on that. Right, OK, so this is all about the gym magic. It's a complete gym system with the charts, with those online videos too. So if you've never done any of this before, maybe you don't do much exercise, well, this, folks, it totally is such a good place to begin. But this isn't just something, you're going to get a few weeks out of it. You can grow with it. You can increase the resistance. You can focus on a certain part of your body, and then you can do a full body workout, whether it's 5 minutes a day or but most of a morning. It completely depends on how much time you've got. But even if it is just a few minutes per day, then you're bound to see results. Well, if you're curious how it's going to make you look, how it's going to make you feel, it's worth every single penny. I don't know many gyms out there. I'm really hard on gyms. I'll lay off them in a second. But you know what? I'm sure lots of them are more than £39 for just 1 month. I know people spend, what, maybe £1,000 a year, maybe even more. You know, you're bound to get your money's worth from this, I reckon, in just a few weeks, a few days. Right, if it makes you feel better, then you're not going to regret it. So 456359. But good thing is, you're buying this, it's not even 2026 yet. You're going to get ready for the new year. Now, again, I know I keep harping on about ITV, but I just know we've had a busy show already. We're about to be in a lot of people's homes. We're about to be on TV screens all over the country. So if you're tempted by this, I will get your baskets checked out, because we're going to have sellouts today. And especially with the LegMaster, actually, I haven't got an awful lot of stock. So if you're tempted by that, that is the most urgent, I think it's fair to say. We've sold out so many times. People are buying this already. Well, yeah, we're not going to have much for ITV, actually, and STV. So well done if you're buying this now. You've just saved £21. OK, yeah, normally 89, but look, it's £68. So 3 payments of £24.98. So 366263. But any questions, you know what to do. Email us in. This is why we're live, to make sure you guys are happy at home. But this is about easy, affordable, convenient fitness for anyone. For absolutely anyone of all levels of ability. If it's for resistance, building muscle, if it's for flexibility, or just releasing endorphins. Do you feel better after you've exercised? Because I've never, ever regretted exercise. Not once, even if it's just doing a bit of housework or going for a walk around the park. I've never, ever once regretted it. But this could be one of the best things that you buy for yourself and maybe your family in that regard. 3 payments again of £24.98. OK, just briefly, though, if you have just joined us, well, Fiona, there's a lot to the design this. It was your husband, wasn't it?
Yes, he invented it for me many years ago, actually. I had far too many children. One of them's here.
Right.
5. And, you know, initially... Sorry,
no offence, Francesca.
Sorry, Francesca. That was the eldest...
I'm sure it was a loud Christmas, was it? Was it a busy Christmas?
Yeah, very busy Christmas, yeah. That's the eldest of my children. That was the first demise of my pelvic floor. But no, in all honesty, you know, as we age, we have to strengthen all our muscles.
Yes, of course.
So this has been a great full body strengthener, but specifically for those internal muscles, the pelvic floor area, which maybe you have done your pelvic floor exercises, but many of us haven't. And men also have pelvic floors. It literally is the 4 muscles that support the bladder. And by doing this simple move, it strengthens it for you, but also inner thigh, outer buttock. Big important muscles. You can have a look here. The secret's in the curve, 9-degree curve, which is allowing you to lift your whole body weight using the pelvic floor, the inner thighs, those big muscles there. So maybe 2025 is a year that you've noticed lack of mobility, maybe getting in and out of the car. Maybe that's the reason that stopped you seeing your family members, or maybe you've just got up a bit of a dress size and you're thinking, hold on a minute, I want to look a little bit better. Or
it creeps up on you, doesn't it?
Yeah,
you know?
have those trousers feeling better. Maybe your buttocks are going south and we want them slightly. There's a lot of reasons why people, 5 million people, have chosen the LegMaster. But for me, to get that endorphins, get that boost of energy. I mean, it's like, I don't know, it's 1:45 in the morning, but we are like, woo, you know.
I don't feel tired.
No,
I really don't.
As you say, doing fitness always makes you feel better. But what kind of fitness do you want to do? You know, personally, I would like to do a maximum of 60 seconds. And Charlie, there's 1,441 minutes in each day.
So even I haven't got an excuse for this.
You do. That is definitely not an excuse for 1 minute to help tone, strengthen, lift that pelvic floor, release endorphins, maybe help you sleep better.
Yeah, I think so.
Just feel a bit better in these really cold, gloomy days that they have at the moment. That, I think, is the reason why people have loved this. Just 1 minute a day, easy to commit to, because as soon as you get on, you're like, OK, I feel what it's doing, I feel great, job done, 1 minute, on with your life.
Yeah, this is it. And Joe, I actually, even if I'm feeling really tired, I actually exercise to feel more awake.
Yes.
To liven myself up. And honestly, it's night and day. I feel so much more productive. And, you know, if that resonates with you, then it's worth every single penny. They can say it works up to around 200 muscles. That is a good workout. It's a thorough workout for your pelvic floor muscles, your glutes, your outer thighs, your inner thighs. And do you know what? People have said to me, like personal trainers, that because I want to build muscle eventually. I've got big goals. I'm not ever going to be Arnie, am I? But they always say to me, look, you need to work on your core first, your pelvic floor. That is your foundations. Forget everything else for the moment. It's just so very important, and you can do this in the comfort of your own home. It sounds cheesy, doesn't it, in the comfort of your home, but it's so true. You can do this. It could be in your living room. This could be in your kitchen. You can take off the actual handlebar and you can store it flat. I mean, I can even put this into a drawer, a chest of drawers in your bedroom. Right, 3 payments of £24.98. So 366-263. We're joining ITV1 in a minute. This is going to sell out. I can feel it, because we've been busy for this already with you guys on Freeview 89. We've got a lot of people with big ambitions, but do you know what? You don't need big ambitions to get the most from this, because you can do this at home. 60 seconds a day, and you're bound to feel so much better. You could well do. Obviously, I'm not here to make claims. I'm clearly not a health professional, but do you know what? Even at 40 years old, I've felt the benefits of feeling that little bit fitter, and you can do that with us one step at a time. So 366-263. We've got the weighted vest. Again, I keep forgetting I've got this thing on. Adds an extra £2, so you can add this into your basket too. So whether it's house cleaning, whether it's walking the dog, whether it's walking up and down the stairs, burn that extra few calories with that extra little bit of weight. Get your heart racing that little bit faster. But yeah, dial the number, email us in any questions. I would check out your baskets, because when you get on TV1, I also think the complete gym kit is going to be very, very popular too. But this is for all levels of ability. So don't go anywhere. Stay where you are. Stick on to ITV1 on STV, because we're all going to get fit together. I'm going to talk about it till 3 a.m.
Merry Christmas!
Well, a very good morning. Welcome to Shop on TV. You may be watching us on ITV1, on STV. We are live here until 3 a.m. Don't turn off, don't go to bed, because we are going to get fit together for 2026. But we are talking, guys, easy fitness. We're talking about affordable fitness. We're talking about convenient fitness that you can all do, regardless of what age you are, in the fitness of your own home. We've got a piece of kit on the show for every different part of your body. We've got full body workouts. But do you know what? We're going to start off with this. We have sold out of this so many times. In fact, generally speaking, over the years, Fiona, who we're going to be seeing shortly, her and her family business, they've sold 5 million of these worldwide. I'm going to say that again. 5 million of these worldwide. And I've got to ask you a question. If you can dedicate 60 seconds, not 60 minutes, 60 seconds a day, you can feel benefits in your pelvic floor muscles, whether you're a lady or a gentleman. How about your glutes? How about your outer thighs, your inner thighs? It can work up to around 200 muscles, 60 seconds a day. Yes, that's right. Joy, if you've been waiting for that moment, well, this is a good price. Normally £89, it's dropped to £68. You know what, if you're like me, Merry Christmas. Have you had more than one mince pie in the last few days? Maybe yesterday and Boxing Day, I had 3 puddings. I'm feeling guilty. I need to get ready for 2026. Look, if you are tempted by it, you're going to save £21 whilst it's on offer. We don't have a lot of these to go around. The reason we're starting with this, with a LegMaster, because this is going to sell out first. So 366263. But it's always a pleasure to do fitness here on Shop on TV, especially when we've got ambitions for the new year. It's also a pleasure to have Fiona here too. Fiona, very warm welcome back to Shop on TV.
So good to be here.
Do you know what? This is a family business, right?
It is. We've been doing this for like nearly 30 years, creating what we feel is equipment that you will do in the comfort of your own home, whether it is the cardio core that I'm using for knees and ankles and hips, and getting cardio, which sounds always a bit daunting, but this is whilst you're sitting, core, upper body, whether it's the LegMaster, which was created for me by my husband, because I've had far too many children. I actually have one of them here on the show with me, but I needed some help. But I'm lazy. I am literally queen of lazy.
I'm busy.
Too busy, absolutely. I wanted a huge amount of benefits in a microscopical amount of time. We got Gym Magic. We got things that are going to replace gym memberships, because maybe you took out a membership this year and it became a donation. So we have so many different things that I feel are efficient, effective and affordable in the comfort of your own home.
This is it, and this is active sitting down on your sofa when you listen to the radio. What sitcom you're watching at the moment? Do it during that, or maybe we're going to start off literally just a minute. You can build yourself up to this. It doesn't matter when you're entering fitness with Fiona on this show. This is for all levels of fitness. Okay, so the cardio core, that's another item we're looking at in a bit more detail later on between now and 3 a.m. But you're also saving money there too, so you're saving a good amount. I mean, right, to save £30 on this too, you might be going for both. 59, even better, £59, or that's 3 payments of £21.98 if you're choosing PayPal Pay in 3. So 491928. If you've never shopped this before, maybe you've just been watching James Bond, isn't it? Die Another Day. No? Classic. I love Pierce Brosnan. One of the best. But anyway, we'll get into that later. But I honestly do think if you are tempted by it, go to the website, shopontv.co.uk, click live deals, scroll down, you'll see all the items there. But talking about Fiona's daughter, Francesca's over here too. Francesca, welcome back. Good to see you.
Hi there.
Do you know, and I'm fascinated by this. You're actually a professional athlete.
Oh, I was a few years ago.
That's fantastic. What sort of area?
I did modern pentathlon.
That's fantastic.
Yes.
I mean, honestly, I've got big aims, but I won't get to that level. But honestly, you still use the piece of kit we got on today's show? Oh,
absolutely. I retired a few years ago, but every day I have to do something, even if it's for a few minutes a day. So these pieces, especially the Gym Magic, one of my favourite, allows me to do that. I can get into my glutes, I can get into my thighs or my arms. Works the whole shebang.
Really, and do you know what? If you're wondering, okay, well, how do I use that? How am I going to make sure I get the money, well, most for my money? Well, it's so diversible. Honestly, you can use it for so many different stretches and exercise and so many different muscle groups. It comes with a chart and you get online videos. So it's like having a personal trainer, or the next best thing, I would say, in your living room. But I'm not going to shout at you like some of mine have done in the past. But do you know what? This is so easy. Look at all the different exercises you could do with this. And there's more than that I was going to talk about during this show. But yes, you get the videos. Look, it should be £59. It's now £39. Can I ask you guys a question? How much is your gym membership each month? Mine's probably double that, and I'm off peak. I'm cheap. I've got the lowest one. But seriously, for £39, that is excellent. And do you make a list as long as I do of excuses? Oh, it's a bit cold. Oh, Joe, by the time I get there, yeah. I don't like doing big like circuit training. I don't like doing classes. I find it a bit intimidating. You can get fit, whether it's perhaps to lose a bit of weight, whether it's perhaps to build a bit of muscle, build a bit of resistance, or even if it's just for other benefits. Personally, I do exercise when I can, just for mental health benefits, not just physical health. I really do feel so much better, even if I just do a little bit of exercise. I've never, ever once regretted doing a bit of exercise, and I never met anyone who has. So if you're tempted, for £39, see how it makes you feel. See how it makes you look in a few months. Maybe this time next year. It could transform you. It could be one of the best things you buy for yourself. So 456 359. Right, like I said earlier, maybe you never shop with us. We have returning customers and new customers every single day. We work with ITV1, we're on STV. You might be watching us on YouTube, all over the place. But if you go to the website, this is what it looks like in case you never shopped with us before. So shopontv.co.uk. You can do it on your phone, your laptop, your tablet. Click live deals and you scroll down, and this is all of the amazing offers we've got for you live here this morning. Already, people are putting these in baskets. I've just been told, for everything we've shown, try it. You know, just try it. And do you know what? I have big ambitions, actually, for New Year's, you know. By the time it gets to mid-January, I haven't started yet. End of January, I still haven't done it. Does this resonate with you? Well, you can have this ready for the start of 2026. And you can do it. But if you honestly can just pop downstairs or in your guest bedroom, just do a few minutes a day, gradually build it up, and just look forward to the progress you're bound to make with this. We've even spread the cost for you, interest-free, PayPal Pay in 3, so that's 3 payments of £24.98, and that is for what I'm using right here. This is for the LegMaster. One of the busiest items we've had here in recent times on Shop on TV. You may have seen this a few weeks ago. Few options have sold out. We've managed to get back a really, really popular. This is the purple, so very popular. So select that, add it to your basket and get it checked out. Right, so Fiona, let's go through it. There's a lot to the design of this, isn't there?
Yes, it was created by my husband for me, actually. I've had 5 children. One of them's here. Yes. And that was the start of my demise of my pelvic floor. So I said, you know, after 5 children, I said, create something for me. I'm allergic to gyms. Right. Very time poor.
It's not just me. Good.
Oh, I know. Just the good time, effort, intimidation, the whole thing. So I said, let's have something that I can use at home. I only want to do it for a minute a day. I want to feel better, slimmer, trimmer. I want to feel more energised. And I want to try and get that pelvic floor back to where it was before I had my 5 children. And he's like, yeah, no problem. So he created the LegMaster, and we've now sold 5 million
good,
worldwide.
Fair play. Congratulations.
And, you know, I think people say to me, why is it so popular? Firstly, it does what we said it'll do. But I think also, you feel it immediately. Just a few repetitions, which is all it takes to start with. Literally, you could start by doing 4 or 5. You're going to feel what it does. And the maximum of 1 minute a day, are people going to commit to that?
Yeah, I think so.
If you could get health benefits of releasing endorphins and feeling more energised, maybe a better night's sleep, maybe a flatter stomach, but definitely stronger legs and saying goodbye to those oops moments. Maybe that's a New Year's resolution. I would love to cough, sneeze and laugh without having an oops moment.
Well,
how about that?
Do you know what? And if you're male or female, you know?
Absolutely. I mean, people often say, what is the pelvic floor? Very simple. 4 muscles that actually lie just below the bladder. They support the bladder, but as we get older, if you don't strengthen those muscles, they weaken.
Right.
And that's when the oops moments
so
for men and
it's
women.
never too late to start then?
Absolutely
You know.
not. I mean, you can use this sitting down. You can use this standing up. I mean, the secret is in that curve. It is a 9-degree curve. It's a lateral move. Most things we do are forward moving, walking, cycling, you know, swimming. This is lateral, so this is the inner thighs. These are the muscles and the outer buttocks. But for me, what I love about it, it's internal muscles. It's the abdominal muscles. It's the pelvic floor muscles. It's helping put things further back north to the fact that at the age of 60, everything seems to be heading south.
Right.
So
okay.
just to lift, to tone, to strengthen. And I always say, you know, ageing is a privilege, you know?
Yeah.
As we get older, you just feel lucky to have actually got to the age that you are. But you do have to age strong, and unfortunately, it just doesn't happen without doing something.
No.
So maybe it is that gym membership. Maybe you love going to it. That's great. Maybe it's going for a lovely long walk in the cold, wet, grey, miserable weather.
Yeah.
But maybe it isn't. Maybe you're just somebody that's like, I don't want to do any of that. This could be a great place to start,
Yeah,
and
I
to
think
just
so.
be able to keep going. And maybe you can join the other 5 million people that have bought this. And you go to any website in any of the countries we sell at, which is pretty much most countries, the amount of 5-star reviews we have that,
Yeah,
you know,
don't doubt it.
I mean, it just is a huge amount of health benefits for a very small commitment of our time.
I absolutely, and you know, it's very affordable, I would say personally, and you know, it's not the cheapest time of the year, is it really? But you know what? We've got a discount, and it's on PayPal Pay in 3, so it's just the one payment today of £24.98. That is excellent, but it's for various different ages too. Now, I've turned 40 this year. Do you know, I can feel it actually. I don't feel like aching, but I know it's done good already.
Yeah, and
I
even
can
just a
feel
few
it.
repetitions, you will feel it. And I would like to apologise, we do not have much stock, and I can't get any more for a few months. This sells out all the time, and yeah, I have like a 3-month lead time, which we're not quite into at the moment. But yeah, literally using it for the first time, hands on the handlebar,
Yeah.
1 foot on, it moves a little bit.
It's very stable. Yeah.
Exactly. And all you have to do is just start with 1, 2, and maybe just 3. And you will think, OK, inner thigh, you'll think, ooh, pelvic floor, it's still there. Outer buttocks, you'll feel your heart, your lungs go, you'll feel endorphins. But also, you can use it sitting down.
Yeah,
so that is a great play. I think so many people just say, too late, there's nothing I can do. Absolutely not. Here is one of my daughters that causes the oops moments for all of us. So.
I wouldn't say that personally, Francesca. Do you know, I mean, you use this for quite frequently then, I suppose. Like most days, most weeks, yeah?
Yeah, I have it in the kitchen. It's so easy. Just pop the kettle on, step on, do your reps, and I mean, as soon as you step on, you feel it. So
You do, don't you?
All you need is 1 minute a day.
So you find you can easily incorporate this into your everyday kind of routine. You imagine, yeah, whilst the kettle's boiling, even just that, you know?
Yeah.
Well, the microwave's going, or just before you brush your teeth, you can use it. And so you can use it sitting down as well,
Yeah,
can't you?
absolutely. It still works all the muscles, just a little bit less intense. But working, the thighs, the inner thighs, the buttocks.
Yeah.
But without that, like, if you're looking to start, you could start sitting down and then increase the standing up.
This is it. And in terms of storage as well, because you can take the handlebar off, can't you?
Slip it under the sofa, or in your cupboard under the stairs. It's really compact, easy to put together.
I think so. And yeah, you don't need any tools. You haven't got to be a DIY. It is easy. We've reached the busiest part of the show. Do you know, I've eaten more than 1 mince pie this year. Are you the same? Well, let's have good intentions. It's not going to break the bank. You know, my gym membership for 1 month is more than to buy this. And I've got it for years and years to come. Do you know what? Little movements, big results. The secret, as we mentioned, is the 9-degree slope combined with the lateral gliding motion that uses gravity and your own body weight to target your inner and outer thighs, your buttocks, your abs, your hips, and your core muscles, which are the foundations, aren't they? To take back control, the LegMaster's lateral movement partially targets the inner thighs, the outer glutes, and all the core abdominal muscles, including the pelvic floor, helping to ease symptoms of incontinence. Just minutes a day. Do you know, actually, earlier on today, I Googled why is it important to exercise pelvic floor muscles. If you have got a moment, do that. Wow. Because you know, it comes up with the AI kind of summary, doesn't it? I looked through that. Wow. I mean, all the things. I didn't actually realise. I've heard of it. I knew it's fairly important. But it really, really is important for a number of age groups, for ladies and gentlemen too. So if you're the slightest bit curious, how it's going to make you feel. So if you order it right now, today, we're live here. Well, it's just gone 1 a.m. on the 27th of December. Happy Christmas. Merry Christmas. If you order it right now, you'll have this in a few days and you're going to be starting 2026. Maybe as you start to, maybe as you plan to move forward to just 60 seconds a day, not 60 minutes, 60 seconds, even just 10 seconds, just to get you going. Because the first time you do your first step, as it were, with this, you realise what it's all about. You can feel all those muscles working. £24.98. So, yeah, 366263. When we're this busy, I need direct to the website. You can call us. Give the call centre a ring. Hang on in there. But if you can go to the website, you'll find it the quickest way at the moment. So, shopontv.co.uk. Well, purple, by the way. We've sold out of previous colours. We've got purple, though. It's one of the most popular ones in the show. So, select purple, add it to your basket, and check it out. You will have this in a few days. So regardless of what age you are, if you can stand, if you're able to use it, then this is for so many different people. It really, really is. Even if you're a busy single parent, you know, I'm not, I don't know what that's like, forgive me, but if you've got 60 seconds, just as they're brushing their teeth, you can quickly just do 60 seconds and you've sorted it. You might even do a bit more, who knows, but genuinely, you don't get to sell 5 million of something worldwide if it doesn't do the job. That says everything to me. So pop into your basket and confirm your orders. When we're this busy, someone else can grab yours. Sometimes in the way it works in other shops, it's reserved. It's not yours until you check out. Just a heads up for you there. Right, we have got lots more on the show, though. We have got various different bits of kit for various different parts. But with the LegMaster, right, I've just been told, if everyone checks out, already 30% of the stock's gone. I've only been on ITV for, what, 20 minutes or so, 25 minutes, wow. OK, but Fiona, so as soon as you get this home,
yes.
So would you do 60 seconds to begin with, or does it depend?
No. This was invented for me by my husband, actually, because very time poor, queen of lazy, and 5 children, pelvic floor, not even on the floor, but in the basement.
Right.
And I said, you're an inventor. I said, create something for me that I can use at home that's going to create amazing results, but in a really small amount of time, something quiet, no electricity, that I could just pop. Anyway, he created the LegMaster many, many years ago, and we have sold 5 million pieces.
That's fantastic.
But I started with it, and I thought, right, I'm going to do a minute a day. I got on it, nice and stable, and I got to 9.
Right,
and I was
wow.
like, OK, not only do I feel my inner thighs, my leg muscles, I felt my heart, I felt more energised. I think I had a better night's sleep. I felt that pelvic floor exercise that I hadn't done, which is why I was saying to people, don't make me cough, sneeze and laugh. But I think, you know, it is a perfect place to start. You can use it sitting down.
Yeah.
You can use it literally 2 or 3 repetitions. You do not need to use it for a minute a day. No more than a minute a day.
No.
And you know what? There are 1,440 minutes in each day. And I love this so much that I literally travel the world and I sell it around the world and go to any website on LegMaster in any country, 5-star reviews. Because look at these muscles. So important for stability, mobility. Maybe you are getting older and you didn't even, you know, go to see your family because just getting in and out of the car is a challenge. Getting up the stairs is a challenge.
Yes.
Maybe you want to just look a little bit better. You went to put your favourite trousers on for Christmas
Maybe
and they were a little
bit more.
They were a little bit too tight, you know.
Yes, this is it.
Maybe it's your buttocks are kind of heading south when we get a bit of... There's a lot of reasons why people buy the LegMaster and love it. And whichever reason it is that you want, you get the whole long list of things thrown in. Resistance training, so there's just a huge list for a small amount of time.
A small amount of time. And you know what? It's not... You haven't got to spend lots and lots of money. This is easy fitness. This is affordable fitness. But I think, just important for me, convenient fitness. It is. You know, I work nights, and by the time I wake up, am I really going to drive to the gym? I'm really going to, you know, get all the clothes washed afterwards, remember my towel, and you know, I could just walk downstairs and just do this for 60 seconds. I really can. This is going to sell out if it keeps going like this. Wow. We're live here on ITV1. Merry Christmas if you just joined us. Do you know what? This has been I've had a great Christmas. I hope you've had a great one too. I really do. It can be mixed for people, can't it? But do you know what? I have indulged a bit, and I feel like we've got good intentions, but do it. One of my New Year's resolutions is actually less thinking and more doing. You know what? You feel good. Your first step is to get this home. See how you feel this time next month, this time next year, even by the summer. Maybe go on a holiday in the summer. Maybe you got that pair of jeans and you want to fill them a bit differently. You know, 3 pence to £24.98 pence. If you're curious, buy it. It's 366 263. 5 million of these sold worldwide. I mean, I can't get over that. It works. It absolutely works. OK, if you haven't got any questions yourself there, any questions at all, just email us in. It's studio@shopontv.co.uk. I know it's late. We're here until 3 a.m. Right, if everyone checks out now, 85% of the stock's gone. This is absolutely ridiculous. Absolutely ridiculous. Well done. You've saved, for everyone who's checked out, you've saved £21. You can call us, but again, like I said, go to the website. Do you know what though? Let me stand back up because I want to show you what I've got underneath my hoodie here. Don't get too excited. But you know what? So this vest here, I've had this on for about an hour and a half. I forgot I've had this on. This is a weighted vest, then, Fiona.
And I didn't realise you had that on under there. We have created it one size fits all. Let me explain what this is. This is the ultimate in sneaky fitness. This is something which you can just pop on, and it is one size fits all. All you have to do is click it on here. That is simple. That is it. Click it on. It is 1 kilogram, so it's £2,
right.
Nice and stretchy. But the reason we created it was we wanted you to get health benefits for doing nothing. Nothing more than your daily activities, whether it is going for a walk to the shops, whether it is doing your laundry. Every move is bringing with it a little bit of resistance, a little bit of strength training, which is going to burn a few calories. But
mopping the floor.
Just mopping the floor.
Everyday chores can become a bit of a workout then.
Chores can become health benefits without you realising it. We chose 1 kilogram, so you will keep it on all day. We tried heavier, you know, weights, like 2 kilograms, 3 kilograms, and all I did was take them off. So it's pointless having it on the sofa. It's not going to benefit you. So this is something which, again, is one size fits all. They're very trending at the moment, these weighted vests. But the other thing which I absolutely love about this, I launched this in Australia, and I explained all the health benefits. But the thing I love about it is when you're standing up, and I'm going to stand up to the side here. I don't stand too badly, but I'll stand in a way that I think we do use the word slouch. But, but when you put this on, just that little bit of weight at the back pulls you back. So maybe you're sitting too much, you're slouching too much, you're working on a tablet too much.
So when you're sitting down, could you put this on then?
Oh, 100%.
If you're work from home over keyboard?
Yeah, 100%, or driving, or carrying...
Or video games, and reading a book.
And give it to your kids. Honestly, the children these days, especially, you know, when we were during the pandemic, they're sitting on their beds, to just open up the chest. Maybe it's you just want to feel your breath a bit better. So for me, the benefit, not only of the fact that I can get to the end of the day and go, oh, yeah, hold on, I've just had my workout without doing anything more than whatever I was doing, which could have just been cleaning or on a flight. But my posture has got so much better.
It gently reminds you, doesn't it, to just stand up. It just sort of guides me to stand up properly. Which mine posture's always been bad. It really has. I've always been a bit embarrassed by that. I always try and remember. I do a lot of driving actually as well. I actually,
5 hours today.
But you forget, don't you? But something that can help you, and it's bound to have benefits. That, but I think just to fit shirts and clothes a bit better. I just feel a bit more confident if you can stand up straight. You know. If that resonates with you, it's worth it. And especially now, folks, this morning you're saving £20. Don't pay more than you need to, because going forward, and I'm sure people still will be buying it $49.99 for a weighted vest, for one size fits all vest of this quality. That's good. That is good, but you're saving £10. It's £39.99, and even that you can spread the cost interest-free. So it could be walking the dog. Yeah, so in a nutshell, wherever your daily chores are, this is bound to burn more calories then.
Absolutely. It'll help strengthen it, gives you resistance training, strength training, but it could literally just be whilst you're dusting the house, or like here, doing the laundry. My daughter goes for a walk with her dog with it, or she does her yoga with it, or, you know, core strength exercises. So the young people are absolutely loving it.
Yeah, I bet.
But for me, it is the ultimate of cheating at fitness, because it does it for you.
I'll cheat at fitness.
I always say, if fitness was in a pill, we would all be taking it. We would all be taking double the quantities.
Yeah, we would.
This is the next best thing. It is neoprene, nice to wash. We created it so it's upper of the body as opposed to round the stomach. So you can wear it underneath, you can wear it on top. But yes, it's going to add a little bit of resistance training, burning calories, help you sleep better at night. But you're not doing anything.
This is it, yeah.
All you have to do is put it on and forget about it.
So you're just, when you move around the house, you're going to be doing a little mini workout.
Yeah.
Whether you're in your 20s, you go jogging, whether you go for hikes, whether you're a bit elderly, you just do a little bit of cleaning, you put it on, walking up the stairs. Perfect. You know what, Francesca, do you use this? Do you like running and exercise and so on? Where do you normally use this?
I've just recently got a dog, so I wear it when I'm walking Bertie, and around the house. Like, cleaning as it is quite a workout, but if you've got an extra pound on you...
Yeah, this is it. Well, even vacuuming, by the time you vacuum the mop your floor, it's been around twice, you can feel it, can't you?
But it's easy to just wear and you forget you're wearing it.
Yeah.
So you're like, oh, I've just been working out.
Yeah.
Wearing this, like, you feel quite proud of yourself. You're like, oh, that was easy.
And I mean, you might have it on for an hour or two at a time.
Yeah, absolutely.
And it's still comfortable after that period.
Yeah, it's really comfortable and fits all, so you can make it a bit tighter, loosen it off if you've got your sweatshirt or even over a jacket. It's versatile, which is great.
Well, there we go. Honestly, Francesca, love it. And do you know what? This could be you walking. You could be going for a stroll. You could put it in your bag, take it on a holiday with you. Why not? But do you know what? 3 payments of £14.98. That, do you know what? We've got a lot of people watching who have got goals now, getting ready for 2026. Have you indulged a bit of a Christmas like me? Are you feeling a bit... do you know what? I actually, when I do a bit of exercise, I don't just do it for physical health. Mentally, I personally feel so much better. If I'm feeling tired, I try and force myself to do a bit of exercise. I just feel a bit more focused. Generally, I feel a bit happy, actually, and I can't promise that's going to happen to you, but I definitely know lots of people would agree with that. I sleep better when I do a little bit of exercise. I truly, truly do. Do you know what? I love going out for a beer. I love going out for a curry. It's one of my favourite things to do. But I even find I enjoy meals out that little bit more. I have less guilt with those kind of moments. But for £39.99, how much are you spending for your gym? Or if you're about joining a gym, have this 1 payment of £39.99 or 3 payments of £14.98, and you've got this for years and years to come. Even if you take it to the gym, right? It's 855-254. Now, 2 ways you can buy. You can type in that item number onto the website, which is shopontv.co.uk, or when you go to the website, click Live Deals, scroll down, you'll see them all there. But we have new customers and returning customers every single day. We're on ITV1 every single morning after the last programme. Right, this LegMaster, right, if everyone checks out, not only will it sell out, 25 people, at least, I say, is going to miss out on this. I wish we had more stock. I'm sure it'll be back at some point. I literally don't know when. I don't know when, but starts off 2026 as you mean to go on. If you order this now, you're going to have yours literally in a few days, ready to have a really good 2026. Just 60 seconds a day, not 60 minutes. If you can do what you're seeing on this video here for just 60 seconds, even if it's just 10 seconds to start with. You know, this is for all levels of fitness. It doesn't matter when you enter into this. The most important thing is to start now, especially whilst you're saving £21. It's going to sell out 366-236. My word, we knew it'd be busy because of the time of the year. Let's be honest with ourselves, but I didn't think we'd sell out that quickly. It's going to go. Right, it's the next people to click checkout, guys. Well done. Right, you can call us. It's 03333 241 241, or the easiest way, the fast way to shop, I find, is on the website shopontv.co.uk. Who knew it'd be that easy? And you know, they've sold 5 million of these worldwide. 5 million of the LegMaster. They're doing something right, and people love it. The amount of reviews they've had, the amount of 5-star reviews they've had from this, it says absolutely F for them. Get it home, try it, because it could be one of the best things you bought for yourself. Maybe you pass it around the family. You can all do a minute each a day. Why not? Right, maybe we're watching a sitcom or listening to the news. It doesn't matter. Wherever works for you. Right, now, we've got another piece of kit on the show. This has been very popular previously here on Shop on TV. This is called, yes, the Cardio Core. It comes with a floor mat to stop it slipping around. This is so good. Now, Fiona, I've got to say it's too good to be true. We can exercise now sitting down.
Definitely. I've spent so many years saying to people, get off the sofa is not good for you. Now I'm like, OK, actually, you can
say
stay on the sofa. But interrupt your sitting. And this is the perfect way to do it. We called it Cardio Core because it is offering a cardiovascular workout. And often cardiovascular workout sounds hot and sweaty and energising and exhausting and something to avoid. This is like sneaky cardio because I'm using my heart, my lungs, I'm burning calories, I'm releasing those happy dolphins, which on days which are pretty grey and miserable sometimes, so good to think about your mental health. But this is also core, because there's different ways of using it, but it is silent, no electricity.
No plug-in, no extension leads, no.
And it's great for getting the steps in. If you use this for, I actually timed myself and I added up the steps that I did in an hour. It was like 7,500 steps.
Really?
But it was whilst I was watching my favourite programme, Shop on TV, obviously.
And, Fiona, you know, please, obviously.
Absolutely.
That goes without saying. But
if you have a look at what we're doing here, we've got resistance bands. Every move is that, you can actually see the muscles activating here. For ankles, for knees, for hips. This is something you could do whilst you're on a Teams call. This is something you could do whilst you're watching television.
On your lunch break, yeah.
And you could still be eating mince pies or having a nice cup of tea or a glass of mulled wine.
Have a pint as I'm doing this.
Exactly. Different ways of using it.
We're not recommending that, obviously.
No.
Pint of water, obviously, that's what I mean.
Water, definitely.
Yes, that's what I mean.
No, different ways of using it. Basically, we have got the steps here, which is good for just getting all of the leg muscles going, burning calories, strengthening mobility, stability, balance. We could do it with 2 feet. Now, to actually move the legs, you're having to engage core muscles. So maybe you're somebody that hasn't done sit-ups or what do they call crunches. Maybe you're the kind of person that if you got on the floor, you might not get up again. Maybe you're just the kind of person that doesn't do stomach exercises. I put my hand up because I'm not. Maybe you're somebody who wants to do the upper body. So literally pulling it in is like a row machine. This is like replacing a bicycle, an elliptical, a treadmill, you know, a row machine all in one go. But for me, doing the legs and the arms together, we have the upper arms. You can see the muscles here.
So which muscles are you activating when you just doing this, like the rowing action?
Yeah, if you've got your hands over the top, it's all the front muscles.
Right.
If you've got your hands but underneath, it then becomes the tricep muscles and the shoulder muscles. But if we do the two together, the legs and the arms, you've got a full body workout, toning, strengthening, resistance bands, and you're doing the core as well, which is just so important for everything. But let me, before we go, talk about the extra set of bands. Now, we have sold the Cardio Core around the world. People love it, but they're saying, can we add resistance? Well, now you can, because you can get a set of extra bands, which my daughter uses, because she's like, Mum, I love it, but I want, I think it's probably 60% extra resistance. All you have to do, you just click it on one and the other, and you can then add resistance to it. So perfect for the younger person or the more fit person. Or a perfect place to start if you're thinking, it's too late, there's nothing for me. This is the perfect way to just interrupt your sitting, get your steps in, get your cardio in, get your resistance, your strength training, whilst you're sitting here.
Well, it folds flat, so when you feel, I fancy 5 minutes, pull it from under the sofa, get it set up, and there you go. That would slide under my sofa when I feel like, do you know what, I might just do it in 5 minutes.
Yeah, definitely, and it comes fully assembled.
During a film or during the advert break, I'm so impressed, you know, and do you know what, this could be you at home, you know, this could be maybe just after you've had a coffee, maybe just before you have a shower. Who knows? But you know, maybe you're watching a film, maybe the other half is enjoying it a bit more than you. You know, actually, if my girlfriend was using this next to me and watching a film, it wouldn't distract me. It's not loud. There's not a motor in this. You don't plug it in. It's completely manual. It's so well designed for girls, for guys, different age groups. This is perfect. But £59.99 is an absolute bargain. Look, you're saving £30 if you get this today. That's 3 payments of £21.98. So 491,928. That is excellent. Give us a call. They'll make sure you got this delivered to your home, or if you go to the website, it's the quickest way to order. Let's talk to you, Francesca. So, Francesca, if you add in the extra bands, it's going to grow with you, this, as you get fitter and as you need that more resistance.
Absolutely. You using the extra bands adds that resistance. So you might get it like this with the intention of getting stronger over the next few weeks and months. So you can just click it on, maybe start with one on each side, but with 10 reps, and then slowly increase it to 20 and then 30. It's nice to have the option, because you might just want to have a little burst of a session for like strength, or put on the TV series, which I do, and you just pedal away and get those steps in.
Right, so you might reduce the resistance just so you can go a bit longer during an hours-long episode, or I know, watching the news. I like that. It's a good idea.
I know, and because you're sitting down, honestly, time goes so quickly, and before you know it, you've done a 45-minute workout.
Really?
And you're like, oh, that was good.
You get into a rhythm with it, I've noticed.
You do,
don't
yeah.
You really do.
You do.
I'm so impressed. If you want to add in the extra bands, like I said, it comes with 4 anyway, but if you want that extra resistance, whilst it's in stock, you might as well go for it. We might be getting this later on in the year, perhaps, who knows? But whilst it is in stock, go for it. But as it stands, so you get the resistance bands here, sorry, the 2 resistance bands for £59, and delivered to your door, add your P&P. That is fantastic. So 3 pence of £21.98. So yeah, it comes with 2 bands. If you want to add an extra 2 for even more resistance, then go for it. But it doesn't matter at what level you are with your fitness. You might just do literally a few minutes a day. You might start off doing a minute, then you're going to build up to 5, and then you might get your favourite song on, or your album, your playlist on your streaming services, who knows? Or you might, I don't know, maybe into a sitcom, like a half-an-hour classic length of a sitcom. Yeah, you might start with that. Or maybe it's going to be, save you some Christmas specials for when you get this home. But people can really fit this into their everyday lives easily. And even if you live in a 1-bed flat, this could just store in a drawer. This could store under your sofa. So when you feel that inspiration, I might just do a little bit. Or, for the last half an hour of this film, I might just get this out and do a bit of gentle exercise. Or you might really work it, but that's down to you. £89 is the price, or £89.99 is the usual price, but it's now £59. So if you are going to get it at some point, whilst you're saving money, whilst it's discounted on this live show, grab it, get it home. We're on ITV1. Merry Christmas again if you just joined us. Have people flicking on and off all the time. We've had a really busy one, thank you. And we need to be busy. Obviously, we're going to be doing fitness this time of the year. We just had Christmas. Do you know what? I've been on the sofa most of Christmas eating, but I've got good vibes for 2026. The first step is getting yourself ready. Get this home, get it ready, and look forward to that first little bit of working out you're doing. But you haven't got to do hours, just minutes, just to get you going. So yeah, 491-928 Giant's number there. But look, if you forget the item numbers, go to shopontv.co.uk, click live deals, scroll down, you'll see it all there. Right, this LegMaster. If everyone checks out, yes, it will sell out, but we're now trying to work out how many people are going to miss out. Apologies in advance, we're going to have people missing out. We wish we had more, but we've had this on the other week. We're struggling to keep up with the demand on this, because we know it's the time of the year, but we know the appeal. People don't always want to go to gyms. People don't always have a lot of time, or maybe just want to build up gradually. 60 seconds a day, and my word, you could give yourself, your pelvic floor muscles, a good workout. I Googled, why is it important to exercise pelvic floor muscles? Wow. It was quite eye-opening, actually, I must say, for ladies and for gents, for guys and girls. 3 payments of £24.98, 366-263. Right, it's now limited stock. I reckon that's going to sell out in about another 5 or 10 minutes. we need to move on shortly, but if you add it to your basket, sometimes people think, right, it's in there, mine's reserved. It's not. We get through a lot of stock very, very quickly. We're an ITV1, so people miss out. People can grab theirs out of the basket, so to speak. But if it's in there, do confirm your orders. If you want PayPal, then grab it. But we have brand new customers, rest assured, every single day. We have returning customers every single day. So even if you don't normally shop with Shopping Telly, we're here every single night on ITV1 after the last programme, so shortly after midnight. Yeah, limited stock. We're down to the last few now. Well done if you got that. It's in the popular colour of the purple, so just select that just before you check out. And yeah, let us know how you get on. You may be joining all of the other positive messages we've received, all the other 5-star reviews. We're going to get some reviews shortly. Right, OK, we're going to move on from the LegMaster for a moment or two because it's going to go. But let's get back to this now. This is something else you might want to add into your basket. Or even if you're going for one thing today, this might be your choice. We're going to ask Fiona why. This is the Gym Magic. Now, just read that. Complete gym experience in your home. £39. Right, we need to find out more about this. It's been popular already. Right, Fiona, I mean, you look very comfortable there. So
I am.
This is fantastic. So what's this all about for those who've never seen this before?
Well, Gym Magic is absolutely, I mean, I have to use a capital V for versatility, a capital D for diversity, because, I mean, I actually think it does absolutely everything you could do in the gym, whether it's bicep curls, tricep curls, dips, shoulder presses, resistance bands, but resistance bands that you can adjust. So by a simple rotation, you can increase the intensity. So whether it's you're sitting down at the start of the day, take it out, literally weighs 1 pound. I can hold it with one finger, super soft. We've made it really comfortable, but maybe it's just in the bed, before you get out, you just want to stretch out your shoulders.
I bet that feels good.
Well, it feels great, but also it's not just helping with mobility, stability, range of motion, which for me, this was one of the reasons we created this. Had a dicky shoulder, not very comfortable.
You slept a bit funny.
Yeah, and then you're waking up thinking, oh, my back, you know.
Yeah.
And this is the kind of muscles that we're working out here. It is all the muscles in the body if you want it to be. But it could just be the upper body. It could just be the leg muscles. It could even be a rowing machine. Honestly, I defy anything that this can't replace when it comes to easy, efficient, effortless stretches that bring with them resistance training, strength training. But lying down is perfect, sitting is perfect. We also have a wall chart. It comes with a wall chart.
Yeah, I like this bit.
It comes with 4 routines, beginner, intermediate, advanced, seated. They're about 10 minutes each. Also, you can purchase the amazing Gym Magic bag to put it in, because I created that. I love all these. These were, should I say, my favourite at the time. I probably have another 600 now that I would add to the list of different exercises. That this is really going to help bring mobility, stability, you know, strengthening. Maybe you've had an accident or an injury, or you're just sitting down thinking, I know I have to do something, but I don't know how to get strength back in my legs. This is the perfect way. I don't know how to get strength back in my core. This is the perfect way. Maybe you're like me and that range of motion in your shoulders was actually just diminishing. Or maybe like my daughter, she lives in a house which is the size of a postage stamp.
Right.
And she's like, Mum, I don't have time to go to the gym. I don't have the money for the gym membership. I don't have space to put everything in the house that I want, a set of dumbbells, the bicycle, the tricycle, whatever. What she does, she uses this and it replaces the whole of the gym. Portable, goes in hand luggage. I'm off to Australia next week. This is going to go in my hand luggage. But she loves to do it because she wants to just look great. She wants to look trim. She actually made some delicious gluten-free mince pies. We've actually just had them.
Nice.
I can tell you right now, she's eaten a ton of them.
Be gone
So she's now working on her legs and her stomach and her buttocks, as well as her upper core, to get rid of some of the effects of the mince pies. Am I correct, Francesca?
I do love a mince pie. I had them for breakfast this morning.
What would you have with it? Oh, brandy butter is my nemesis this year.
I like them on their own when they're warm, but the secret ingredient, a bit of cream cheese.
Really?
Yeah.
Cream cheese?
Underneath the mincemeat, you'd be surprised. Oh, it just adds that creamy touch. Oh.
Really? Oh, velvety. So,
Yeah.
Oh, honestly. We should do a cooking show next. Do you know? It is great. And do you know, the guide really helps. I mean, for someone who hasn't been to the gym for a while or is perhaps feeling a bit unfit, any exercise you'd recommend starting with?
Like Mum said, the stretch overhead is really good. It's working arms, core, it's working everything actually. And it really, just gets you in the move. But what's great about the wall chart, it gives you ideas. So if you're feeling a bit lost or you're a bit bored of the few exercises you started with, you can have a look and it'll give you some ideas and you can get going.
And honestly, but in an hour or even in 20 minutes, you could do a number of different routines, work out a number of different muscle groups. Can I ask, so we're talking about resistance a lot. Is that the same as building muscle or not? Is it a different thing?
So resistance is sort of challenging yourself.
Right.
So for here, I could do some low resistance sort of tricep curls, whereas adding resistance, I'd twist slightly to make it harder.
Right.
So the resistance makes the exercise harder, and therefore you can build muscle off that, or strength, or...
So you haven't got to buy a whole set of dumbbells then?
Oh no, that's what's great about this. You can
so
keep
good.
turning to make it as hard as you want, but equally make it as easy as you want. So it's great to start with a low sort of resistance and then add, and then it's great to sort of see the strength that you've built over time using the gym magic.
That must be satisfying.
Oh, yeah.
And do you know, you might set yourself a few goals. You might, right, this time next week, I'm going for one more turn, just to add a bit more resistance, then a week and another turn. You know, who knows? But and you can watch your progress at the speed that you're comfortable with at home. Honestly, Francesca, people love this. If you are unsure, right, how do I use it? How do I get the most from it? You do get the chart, and you also get access to online videos, by the way. So you got all the guidance you need. So if you've never really done this sort of thing, oh, I don't know what I'm doing, no one's going to be watching. You're going to be in your own house. You haven't got a personal trainer shouting at you, because it has happened to me, and I walked off. I was in a bit of a mood. But honestly, don't get me started on my gym experience. They've been tragic, especially... right, they had a curry night in my gym, honestly. There's a bar as well, honestly. It's dangerous. But this is something that you can do in your house. We love this, we really do, and I know lots of people watching have loved this. In fact, we've had some reviews from this exact piece of kit, the Gym Magic. Roger M said, I love how compact this product is. I can bring it with me and get a total body workout wherever I go. Someone else wrote in and said, this Gym Magic Plus is great for someone who cannot get out to the gym. This is great for someone who's just starting, getting your body and muscles moving. I can go at my own pace, perfect for beginners. Do you know what, whilst we're talking about that, going at your own pace, you can enter this at any fitness level, but it's going to grow with you. It's not like, all right, well, I've outgrown it now, I'm not feeling much resistance. You can increase it or decrease it based on what you need and what muscle groups that you're adding resistance to or toning. It's fantastic. For £59, grab it. That's still far less than my gym membership per month, but for £39, that's excellent. £39. Pass it round your family. You know, give it to your kids if they're at a suitable age. Give it to your dad, give it to your brother-in-law. You and the other half can do this. But just a few minutes a day, or you might give yourself a full-on workout routine, maybe on a Saturday morning, or maybe it's going to be 10 minutes just after a long day at work, just to keep on top of it. But if you order this now, you're going to have this in a few days, and you're going to be ready, a positive start for 2026. Joe, we've actually had an email come in. Can we read this email out? Any questions, email us in. Just send us an email at studio@shopontv.co.uk. Thanks very much to Anushka, who's emailed in. Anushka, very Merry Christmas. Hope you had a lovely time. Anushka says, hello, I'm loving the live show. I just wondered, would this work for me? I'm 28, really unfit. I want to make a change in 2026, Fiona.
I personally think it's a great way to start, because whether it's biceps or triceps or squats, or you can just start with it very, very gentle. So if you have a look here, the band just for the upper body or just for the core, just holding the band, you're engaging the core muscles, you're engaging the leg muscles. But as you strengthen throughout 2026, one rotation is going to help. Maybe it is you want to do squats. Maybe it is you want to do bench presses. But again, just holding it, and it is such an affordable price, honestly.
Yeah, £39.
Talking about the price of gym memberships,
Yeah.
this will replace everything in the gym. Or maybe you're the kind of person that says, well, look, I would have loved to have used a rowing machine. Just have a look at this. Sitting here, you could use this like a rowing machine. So you could get a really good cardiovascular workout as well as resistance training. You could then do some core workout. You could do leg muscle workouts. Whether you're 28 or 98, you could then activate those shoulder muscles. But if you have a look at my body, I think when you're doing this, you probably, I don't know if the cameras can come in, you could see the muscles activating.
Yeah.
My biceps, my triceps. There
So
we go.
that's muscle building now.
There. So those are the toning, strengthening the upper bodies at the age of 60.
Yeah.
So whether you're 28 or 68, this is a perfect way to do the upper body, the core, the legs, whether it's cardiovascular strength training, resistance training, bit more energy, releasing endorphins. So I personally think perfect place, but start very, very gentle.
Yeah.
There is a beginner workout, there's an intermediate, there's an advanced, there's a seated workout. I am there holding your hand through the improved fitness the whole way.
Really, and the online videos, definitely check them out when you get this home, and and the chart which you can put on your wall. But Anushka, thanks very much for that.
Yeah,
Really do
thank you for
appreciate it. I hope you have a lovely 2026, and if you do decide to go for it, let us know how you get on. We'd love to hear from you, really would. But any other questions, keep them coming through. It's important for us to know that you're happy. But why do I love gym magic? Well, the quotes are, the whole gym in the palm of your hand. Resistance training, so replacing the need for lots of heavy dumbbells. You are in control. Increase resistance to increase intensity. One-piece, compact length, extra padded neck support, ergonomically designed for comfort and ease of use. So yeah, the Gym Magic, you got the wall chart, you can online follow along videos, but you know what, if you don't have something suitable to store this in, you can actually buy a bag as well. So if you want to add the bag into your basket, go for it. But you know what, this would go quite happily in my drawer. It really would. Well, I keep my t-shirts, I could just stick it in there. Plenty of space. But 3 payments, that's 3 payments of £14.65. So literally, it's just that one payment today, and that actually includes your P&P. We take your postage and we divide it across 3 payments to make that even easier. So literally, all you spend today is your first payment. So £14.65. This will be delivered to your door in a few days. In a month's time, second payment, month after that, obviously, your third and final payment. But you know what, I think I have, I don't know, big ambitions sometimes, maybe for New Year's resolutions. Some people like them, some people don't. But the longer I get into the year, the less likely it's not going to happen. So are you a bit tempted? Or you think, do you know what, I could do this? I am curious how it's going to make me feel, or how it's going to change the way I look. And there's various different reasons why people want to get a bit fitter. But you know what? Start now. Get this now, ready for the start of the next year, ready for the start of 2026, because it could be one of the best things you buy for yourself. It really is. Maybe you can't afford to the gym. Maybe you don't want to go to the gym. If you're like me and you end up chatting to someone having a coffee, I end up not doing much. I've got to get back. But seriously, this is something you could do in your own living room, in your hallway, in your kitchen, in your bedroom, wherever is more comfortable for you. Sit the radio on, put the news on, put your podcast on. But 456 359 is the item number, and you do need to be quick. We've reached now what feels like the busiest part of the show with this. Well done. It's about 2 in the morning on the 27th of November. How was your Boxing Day? Are you thinking, right, I've had enough food now, I need to start doing something, I need to do something about this. This sort of thing is going to be perfect for me too. But Joy, this is the website, OK? We've got various different items. And what we can show you, right, the total basket, you're probably looking at that already at home. I wouldn't get 3 months of my gym for that, maybe 3 and a bit. I wouldn't. You know what? That, I would say, is a complete workout. So you've got the LegMaster. I mean, we're down to the last few there. You've got the weighted vest, which I've still got on. I forgot. It adds £2 of weight to you. So even if you're just doing the house cleaning, that's going to be great. you know what? The floor mat and resistant bands in the cardio core, that's the great one for sitting down. So if you want to work out whilst you're sitting on your sofa, go for the third one down. That's the cardio core. But if you want what we've just been looking at, what Fiona's just been demonstrating for us, that is the complete gym experience, all delivered to your door, £39. That's great. If you want to go for all of them, that's £214 and 98 pence. It's excellent. And you can spread that cost interest-free using PayPal Pay in 3, so wherever works for you. But get this home. Right, let's have what might be the last look now at the LegMaster. If you've just flicked on, if you just joined us, Fiona, how can this help us? Why is it important for people to get this home?
Well, if you're somebody that wants huge amounts of benefits in a very small amount of time, the LegMaster is absolutely for you. Invented for me by my husband. I've had 5 children.
Right.
Pelvic floor on the floor, actually in the basement. And I said to him, invent something for me. You're an award-winning inventor, but I want huge results in a microscopic amount of time. So I said, look, maximum 1 minute a day. That's it. I want something I can use with my children around. He created the LegMaster, and we've now sold 5 million units worldwide. Great for strengthening.
Wow.
I know, I mean, it really is. And I travel the world. I'm actually off to Australia in 3 days' time. Then I'm on to Toronto, Philadelphia, because I just love it. It has helped me so much. And now, as a mother of 60 years old, for strength, resistance, I'm thinking bone density, muscle mass, you know, all those benefits that you have to get by doing something. And ageing is a privilege. But you have to age strong. So, yeah, I love it. Created for me, sold by me around the world. And I think there's, you know, people say, why has it been so successful? How have you sold 5 million? Firstly, it does what it says it's going to do. As soon as you get on it, you'll be like, OK, she's right, I feel it.
You can, I can,
But it is a maximum of 1 minute a day, and there are 1,440 minutes in the day to just stand on it. Just do 7 or 8 repetitions. Have a look at this, the muscles being activated, toned, strengthened, slimmed, trimmed. Maybe it's you want to feel a bit more energised.
So maybe you want flatter abs, flatter stomach.
Flatter abs. Maybe it's just you want to sleep a bit better. A lot of people, huge amounts of people actually, find that doing a little bit of exercise can help them sleep. Maybe it's, you know, we keep mentioning mental health. That's something I think is very, very important.
100%, I think.
Honestly, you know, the amount of overwhelming moments that we have, there's so many people that, don't feel great, especially when it's cold and it's dark and it's... So to actually do any form of exercising, go do that class, go take out the membership, whatever you want to do, go for a run, that's perfect. But maybe that's just not for you. And for me, if I can get endorphins, happy dolphins as Hayley calls them, in 1 minute, I'm on the list for the 1 minute endorphins. I don't actually want to spend an hour doing all sorts of things, take out a membership, spend all that time. 1 minute a day in the comfort of your own home is what has helped me so much and 5 million other people worldwide. And
this is it. And you can try it for yourself for a lot less money. Ordinarily, it would be £89, but now it's £68. That is excellent. So you're saving money and you're going to get something that's bound to help you for a number of different reasons. Even if you do lots of fitness, even if you are going to the gym, great, carry on with that. They're being rude to me, by the way, because when I'm not, when you can't see me, I have a rest. You can see me again. No. But they're working me out now. Stop it. No, but seriously though, I've never regretted exercise. I really haven't. I feel better. I feel so much more awake for the rest of the day, and in meetings, even just doing anything, even just relaxing at home, I just feel more awake. My focus really improves. My concentration truly does improve. I generally feel happy. I do when I do a bit of exercise. So that might work for you too. It might do. So if you're curious how this is going to help make you feel, then it's £68. Try it. Just give it a go. You've got it at a discount. You can spread the cost interest-free using PayPal at £24.98. We wish we had more stock because whenever this sells out, we're live for another hour and 50 minutes. We're here till 3 a.m. this morning, Fiona and Francesca and I. So if you're tempted, I don't know when this is going to come back. So 366-263. If you've never shopped the shopping channel before, maybe you've just been watching Die Another Day. Cracking film. It's a legend. I love Pierce Brosnan. One of the best Bonds, I think. But do you know what? Maybe you just watched that and you've flicked onto us and you thought, do you know what? I do want to get fitter this year. I do need to build up my core and my pelvic floor muscles. Try it. Well, Irene and Dave bought this, the LegMaster. LegMaster. We have had the LegMaster since November. We just love it. We are 75 this year. It is for any age. I recommended it to my sister-in-law, who is in her 80s, and she loves it. I always say my husband Dave is allergic to exercise. He does 100, and I could do 40. This is reps, isn't it? 40 at the moment. I look forward to increasing. Oh yeah. Or I look forward to using it because it's so easy. It folds up small. You can put it anywhere. We leave ours in the kitchen and just pop it down when we can. My legs feel so much stronger, and it's helping my core. Wow, would recommend it to everyone watching. The price is fantastic. It's so worth it. Irene and Dave, if you just happen to be watching now, thank you so much for messaging that in. It really does mean a lot, because someone else could read that and it could change well, it could be life-changing, who knows? This could really, really help you. So if you're curious, whether you're in your early 20s, whether in your 80s, who knows? But yeah, for £24.98 a day, your first payment, try it, and if you order it now, you'll have this literally in a few days' time. I love this. Fiona obviously loves this too. Francesca, so do you often try and use this? Do you use this to just maintain your fitness levels? When do you normally like to get going?
I like to use this in the morning. I pop the kettle on and I start the day right by just doing a minute a day, but you could start with 10 reps. You could just do it sitting down like I am now in front of the TV, or even at work. If you take the handlebar off, it could slide under your desk and no one will even know when you're on your Teams call. And it's still working. I can feel it in my glutes, my thighs, and it still does the job.
It's great, and it's quiet, isn't it?
It is, yeah. You wouldn't know on a Teams call. No. You'd be getting your exercise in, being very efficient.
I mean, talk about multitasking. That's great.
Right, yeah.
In terms of storage then, I mean, so the actual handlebar bit, you can take that off completely, can't you?
Yeah, you just screw the bottom, lift it out, and then you can slide it underneath a sofa or in your wardrobe. It's nice and easy. Our family does easy. We don't like lots of different parts. We want simple, effective, and that sums up the LegMaster, because as soon as you step on it, you feel it.
Really, you do, don't you? And you know, I feel good. I know I've done myself really good, even just this morning. And the fact you can do this whenever works for you. Convenience is absolutely everything, especially if you're busy or maybe you just don't like gyms. Perfectly fine. And you know what? Especially this time of the year, it's raining, it's cold, it's icy. There's excuses, and then there are valid reasons, aren't they? They are reasons you don't want to walk around in the dark. Of course not. You can start by 4:30, isn't it? Especially where we are. But you know what? Well, if you are thinking about joining gyms, great. Now, you might use this in conjunction for that. But for £68 today, that's your full payment. £68. Well, this could be one of the best things that you buy for you and maybe your other half. We've had couples, like we just read out there, email in saying how much they adore this. This could be for you and your entire family. It might just be for you. But, if you're buying this now, like I said, you're going to have this ready for 2026. You're already going to be getting way ahead. And who knows where you'll be this time in a month, this time in 6 months, this time next year. So just think Boxing Day, this time next year. You may look completely different. You may be completely transformed. You may feel a bit more confident. Maybe you feel a bit happy. And again, I'm not here to make claims. I'm not a doctor. I'm not an expert. Always do your own research. But you know what? I've read a lot about this. I'm an expert on fitness. I just don't do it. But no. but this is it. But it's because it's inconvenient. By the time I get home, pack in the car, bad traffic. I'm full of excuses. But this could be you, just in the corner of your living room, downstairs. What programme do you like watching? Apart from us on Shop on TV, obviously. But what is it? Maybe it's The Rain in the Morning on ITV1. Wherever it is, then you can just watch it for 5 minutes, get it out, and get your fitness in. It hasn't got to be hours. 1 minute. Can you do 1 minute a day on this? If you can, I'm going to stand here and confidently say you're going to feel results, and people are bound to see results too. So 3 payments again of £24.98, so 366 if you are new to us, by the way, we have brand new customers every single night. We are here on ITV1, on STV. We're also on TikTok and YouTube too. We're here every single day. Shortly after the last programme on ITV1, we have such a broad range of items. I'm doing mulberry silk duvets tomorrow. If you struggle sleeping, we could have something that's really going to help you. But tomorrow, do join us. But if you do go to the website, when you do, this is the first page you see. Click live on air. And then scroll down, you'll see all of these amazing live offers. These are special offers we've got for you today. Now, for that LegMaster, it's hanging on there. It's hanging on there. We normally get a big rush at 2 a.m, so I reckon it's going to go in a few minutes. Select purple. That's the colour we've got left, but it has been popular in the past, so it's a good one. Add it to your basket, and I'd buy now. By the time you've added it to your basket and gone there, right, we've got about 2% left. This is ridiculous. Absolutely ridiculously busy. £68. 3 payments, £24.98. When are you going to be using this? Is it going to be for, I don't know, your coffee in the morning? Is it going to be when you're watching the news? Do you watch the 6 o'clock news, the 10 o'clock news? You might be doing it then. Or maybe as you're brushing your teeth, you know, and I'm not being silly, it really might be that. So, right, so that's the LegMaster. Well done. It's pretty much gone. Well done if you've got that. Wow. Right, now, the next item we're going to recap here, we looked at this earlier in the show. How about having a workout, various different muscles, whilst you're sitting down? Now, where do you like to sit? Where do you normally read? Where do you normally watch films? It could be on a kitchen chair. It could be on your favourite, really comfortable sofa. It could be on your favourite armchair, and regardless of what age you are, then you could do this. For girls, for guys, this is ideal. Now, just to recap, if you have been tempted by this, just to remind you, here's the details. £89.99 is the usual price, but now it's £59. You're saving money. You're saving, what was that, just over £30 there. Whilst it's here, whilst it's in stock, whilst it's on discount, and it's on PayPal Pay in 3 if you want to spread the cost. That's, of course, interest-free. So, 491,928. I've just been told this is also a very popular piece of kit. So, Fiona, what was your inspiration for this?
Oh, this is actually invented again by my husband. He had an ankle fusion and a hip replacement. Basically, couldn't do cardio. He's like, well, what can I do which is cardiovascular with one leg? I can't go for a walk with one leg. I can't go for a cycle with one leg. I said, well, create something. I said, you're sitting on the sofa. You're getting larger. You're very grumpy. Yeah. So he created the cardio core.
Is he watching? No offence.
He might be, actually. Sometimes he does watch the show. So apologies, but it's true.
Oh, he's just emailed in, actually.
Yeah.
No, I'm joking.
So anyhow, he created something that he could get a cardiovascular workout with, because often cardio sounds exhausting. It sounds like you are pounding the pavements to get it. This is the perfect way to interrupt your sitting. I think we've had a lot of people sitting too much over the last few days, which is fine. But interrupt your sitting and get your steps in, because what he created here is something to help with the ankles, the knees, the hips, the core muscles. It's going to get your steps in. You know, we all have that 10,000 steps a day we're supposed to achieve.
Right, yeah.
How many of us watching get that? If you do this for an hour, watching Shop on TV, I've actually timed it. I do nearly 8,000 steps in an hour. But they're quiet, no impact. We have resistance bands, so great for strength training, resistance training, which is so important for all ages. I'm just doing the legs at the moment through to the core. So maybe if it's sit-ups and crunches that you're like, haven't done those for a while, you had a great goal in 2025 and you didn't achieve it. Or maybe it's the upper body. So we have the upper body, the core and the legs all working together, burning calories, that long list of health benefits. And if you're thinking, this is something I am going to commit to, because it's whilst I'm sitting, I would absolutely buy the extra set of bands, because this is a go-to for when you get stronger, to add a bit more resistance, which my daughter actually uses these, because I would say it probably adds extra 60%. All you have to do is clip it on one side.
So it comes with 2 anyway. Yeah.
It comes with 4, 2 on each side.
Oh, sorry, so it goes with 2 on each side.
Yeah,
great.
but you add 1 extra each side to give an extra 60%.
So you'll have 6 of them in total.
So you'd have
if you
6 of them in total. But this is the perfect way. If you have a look with the upper arms, the lower legs, so maybe it's just range of motion, or maybe a balance. Maybe you didn't see your family this year because you just didn't feel that strong. I always think, you know, ageing is a privilege. You have to age strong, or you start losing doing things.
It's important to keep moving, isn't it? I think,
yeah, you don't need to move fast. You don't need to move hard. You just need to move so that you don't become a prisoner of lack of mobility if you're older. Or maybe it's just, you know, you're young and you're just thinking, actually, I don't feel young anymore, you know? I mean, my kids are all ages, and even they're saying, oh, it's too cold. I have one living in Chicago. She's like, Mum, I'm going to have 9 months now of -20. This is my eldest, Francesca. She was an international, hugely successful athlete, but she's like, Mum, I still need to do something each day, and I just don't have time to go for a run. She's got a house the size of a postage stamp. This is great. You love this, don't you?
Oh, especially during winter when it's so dark outside and rainy. It's been so drizzly this winter.
It's cold, isn't it?
And you just feel amazing after even just 20 minutes on this. The endorphins are flying, and you just, sleep better, and it's just great. Put the TV series on, pedal away, and forget I'm doing it. It's great.
I bet you do, don't you? And you know, if you've got people around you in the same house, I doubt they're distracted, because it's not. It's, even when you're sitting next to me, it's not distracting at all.
No.
So you might put on a film, you might watch something, give yourself a little goal. Right, until this finishes, I'm going to keep going. You know.
Yeah, and you do, and you actually. It's surprising how much you can do, but like you can. I'm a bit out of breath because it does work your cardiovascular system, but it's not. It's not hard. You feel it working, but you're like, I could do this. I could do this for another 20 minutes, easy.
Yeah, I think so. And do you know what? You can use it on any floor. If you've got tile floor, it doesn't matter. So it comes with a mat, and that helps us stops us from slipping, basically, doesn't it?
Yeah, it's very stable.
Yeah.
And you can, move it if you need. If you've got long legs, unlike me, I've got short little legs.
Right.
I need it a bit closer to the sofa. But if you've got long legs, you can move it a bit further away. I like to add on the extra resistance to make it a bit harder if I want a bit more of a strength session. But equally, you could take them off and go for a bit longer to focus on, cardio.
Right. Honestly, I think it's incredible. And do you know, so regardless of where you're at fitness-wise, what age you are, girls, guys, this is going to be absolutely perfect. And so we used to have around the home as well. So this could be you, upstairs. I mean, you can lean it against your wardrobe. You put it in your wardrobe where the ironing board goes. So this could easily fold down flat and just go straight under the sofa. So this is you watching TV. You think, do you know what? I fancy just 5-10 minutes of it. Or do you know what? I fancy watching one more episode, because, you know, are you a binge watcher? You think, right, I'm going to watch one more episode, but I'm going to do a bit of exercise while I watch it. This is going to be ideal for that. You know, by the time you've got in the car, driven to the gym and mustered up the energy to do so, you're already sitting down. You haven't even got to move, really, if you've got this. So how about this? Active sitting down. I mean, I don't think exercise can get any more convenient than this. This is your favourite sofa, your favourite armchair. You can even use this outside. Maybe you've got rattan furniture. Maybe pull this outside into the summer. It's going to be great. You can have your tablet on there. You can watch. I mean, talk about compact, Fiona.
I know. I just thought I'd just lie down flat. Now, this will go under a bed. It'll go under a sofa. It literally comes like that. I can lift it up with one finger. That is it. Literally one finger. Fully assembled. I don't do assembly, so everything we ever create to help people gain and...
So no Allen keys or anything, no screwdrivers?
No. And literally, all you have to do is get going. So it could just be the steps. No matter what age you are, we do have to do our steps. You know, we need to do something to keep us moving.
Yeah.
It is that time of year that it's dark, it's miserable, it's cold. How many people are getting their steps? You know, and then it starts getting icy, when actually maybe not taking your steps is a good idea. Get them in the comfort of your own home. Maybe it's the upper body that you're suddenly thinking, actually, I didn't wear half my tops because I don't like the way my arms look. Let's get some strength and toning into the upper arms. But maybe it is the core. I mean, you know, maybe it's just trying to get in those skinny jeans, or maybe you had that beautiful dress you wanted to wear for Christmas, but you just didn't like the way you looked in it anymore. And you're not doing sit-ups. You're not going to the gym doing whatever machines they use for core workout. This is the perfect way to do the legs, the upper body and the core workout, but whilst you're sitting at home, whilst you're on a Teams call. If you have the camera in a position that's just the upper body, nobody even needs to know you're doing a full body workout.
Yeah, this is it,
But whilst you're watching television...
I'll go say it's silent.
It's silent, no electricity. No
silence,
impact either,
isn't
really.
It?
Very, very small amount of impact.
Yeah,
I always think cardiovascular, you think you're pounding the pavements, you're getting hot and sweaty. If I really get pedalling on this, because you can control what level you do it at, and again, you can purchase extra 2 set of bands to add resistance.
Yeah, you'll see them on the website, yeah.
I wouldn't be able to talk because my heart's got going, my lungs have got going, so I am burning calories. Again, resistance training, strength training, whether you're 20, 30, 40, 50, or whether you're my age, I'm 60. I need to think about bone density, muscle mass, cholesterol, you know, blood pressure, everything. Suddenly you get to an age, you're like, all these things are coming through your life. You're thinking, how do I regulate? This is moderate intensity aerobic activity, which is going to help many of us reduce the chance of having a stroke or having heart disease. It's going to help regulate
Well, they do say that, don't they?
Oh, 100%. And we all know it. I mean, everybody watching knows that you have to do something, but there's always an excuse not to. We're sitting here. I could still be eating my mince pie. I could be still drinking my mulled wine, but I'm actually getting my fitness
doing
in.
This, yeah.
Yes.
Yeah, you know, I've listened to a lot of podcasts recently about blood sugar levels because, you know, there's a lot about that, and I am interested by it, but it does worry me a little bit as well. I think is it the glucose goddess? I can't remember. I'm not here to quote anyone, but and always do your own research, you know. But I think the advice was when you've eaten something, there's a window afterwards where if you can just do a bit of exercise after you've eaten, it's really good for blood sugar levels. Again, I'm not an expert, do your own research, of course, but I have heard that, I've read that from an expert.
Sounds appropriate.
Appropriate, I think so, and I do worry about that sort of thing, you know.
But what do you do about it?
Nothing. I think
Nothing.
I think and I worry
but would
about
you
it.
do
That's what I do.
this? But would you do this sitting down?
No, I would. I really would.
Yes.
Because this lady said, I think she's a doctor, said, even if you could just move your legs a bit whilst you're sitting. And when I saw this, that's the first thing I thought of, you know. So if I've had, a tweet or something, that if I can just sit down, just do this for a few minutes, that will make me feel much better about myself. It totally will. And like I said, keep on saying, I've never, ever once regretted doing a bit of exercise. First and foremost, because it makes you feel a bit more alert. I just focus more. I can engage in conversations better. I really can. And when you start to look better and feel a bit better too, that's a lovely feeling to have. It is. You know what? I really want to go on a holiday next year. I've done a few trips, but I really want a pool holiday to sit there, or beach holiday and just relax. But I don't want to do that yet. I want to try and get in shape, a bit trimmer for summer.
Yeah. You know what they say? Summer bodies are made in the winter.
Really? Right, there you go.
So there you go.
You know what this is?
There you go. I'm going to make you feel so guilty. You will be doing lots of sitting down, interrupting your sitting. You can still have your little mince pie. You can still have your nice cup of tea.
Yeah, this is it.
But get the body going. Get the circulation going.
It moving, doesn't it?
Release the endorphins. Keep moving. Again, you don't need to move hard. You don't need to move fast. You just need to move. Whether you're 20, 30, 50, 60. My father uses this at the age of 91. He just sits down because he doesn't want to fall. He wants to stay mobile. So get this for your parents.
This is it.
You know, get this for your teenage kids that haven't got the money to get the stepper or to get the rowing machine or to get the elliptical. This is going to replace
it is. And
all
do you know
those
what?
things.
I've just been told the LegMaster has just sold out. Well done if you've got that. It's sold out. You've saved, what was it? Yeah, you saved £21 if you got that. People have checked out the baskets. There are people trying to buy it. I'm really sorry that people are going to be missing out. I'm sorry. I wish we had more. We knew we wouldn't have enough to get through the show. We're here till 3 a.m. But we can't meet up with the demand on this. We can't keep up with it. They've already sold 5 million worldwide. Wow. And so it's great to have it here now on Shop on TV. We're so proud to offer this and a press like that. Around about 80 people missed out. So sorry. I'm sure I'll have it back at some point. I don't know when, but keep an eye on the schedule. Go over to the website. You can see the TV guide there, so keep an eye on forthcoming shows. But hopefully soon. But that is excellent. Well done. And you'll have that in a few days. And let us know how you get on with it, guys, if you can do, because we've really been intrigued to see your progress. But fear not, if you have just missed out on that, get this. This is the cardio core. This is still very, very popular. We had a bit more stock of this, which might last a bit longer. But if it keeps going like this, I don't think this is going to last either. Right, normally £89.99. Wow, no, actually, we may get through more stock of this by 3 o'clock. They keep updating me. Wow. Do you know what? Genuinely, £89.99 is the usual price. If you can get it now, if you're able to, then, well, you're going to save money. It's £59. It's discounted at the moment. So 3 payments of £21.98. £21.98. That's excellent. By the way, if you're watching us on +1, ITV +1, just check the stock levels on the website, because by the time you get there, obviously, what I'm saying now may be outdated. So just always check the stock levels on the website if you're watching on +1. But if you are watching right now and buying it and adding it into your basket, you'll have this in a few days. You've saved money and you can exercise the equivalent of your daily steps. You might even get to that in an hour, who knows, or maybe just over. But if wherever you like sitting, where you're sitting right now, get this in front of you. You can have this in front of you in a few days, do exactly what we do. You work out various different muscle groups just from this one piece of kit. And it hasn't got to break the bank. This is easy fitness. I honestly don't think fitness could be made made easier. On your chair, on your favourite sofa where you watch films, where you have movie nights with your family, you can have this there. So 491927. Again, all it is today, your first payment, £21.98. You just tick the box, of course, for PayPal Pay in 3. But if you want to call us, go for it. There may be a small queues on the phone lines. We will get to you guys. There are some of you there. But if you are able to go to the website, shoptv.co.uk, then you can. And if you've never shopped this before, this is the page you see as soon as you go onto the website, .co.uk. Click live on air, and then when you scroll down, you'll see all of these offers right in front of you. LegMaster's sold out, all the options sold out there. That is the cardio core, which we're focusing on now. You're saving money. We have got through a lot of options. If you're quick, you may still get the last one available, which is the purple and the black. It's the last one available. So if you add to basket and check out, I know I'm being overexcited, but I know sometimes I think things, I'll get it in the morning, and well, it could have gone. It could have gone. But I think, right, yeah, purple and black, that's going to go. That's going to go. But if you've got any questions, any last-minute questions, it comes to my tablet, which I come right here. I can ask Fiona and Francesca for you. It's studio@shopontv.co.uk. Send us an email. Any questions? Maybe you've never done much fitness. There's no such thing as a silly question. You might be an expert. We'd love to try and help you there. OK, but the purple and black, it does look smart, actually, too, but this could fit easily under a sofa. This could go in the back of a wardrobe. You know, you can just grab it. And it doesn't take long to set up either, does it?
0 time to set up. I mean, I can hold it with one finger, literally lift it up. You're right, it folds flat, so it can go under a sofa, it can go under a bed. And all you have to do is take it out. There's a little mat it comes with to be able to put it on a wooden floor, stop it slipping. And the different ways of using it are great, and the benefits are huge. We've got just gentle steps.
Yeah.
Maybe you can only use one leg. Maybe you're somebody that's a marathon runner, you've hurt one of your legs, and you're thinking, oh my gosh, what can I do with one leg? You could do this, get going with it. You can dictate the pace that you do it at, which I think is great, because it means that perfect for a 90-year-old, perfect for a 19-year-old. You can add resistance bands. They have the ability to actually purchase an extra set of bands which adds 60% resistance. If you've maybe already got one, you're thinking, well, this is great, I like it, but I'd love a little bit more resistance. If you want the upper body, this is a great way of replacing your stepper, your elliptical, your stair climber, your rowing machine, by using the upper body. But what I love about it is, and we're just sitting here chatting, I know I'm getting a cardiovascular workout. I can feel my heart, my lungs. I'm feeling super energised. I don't even know what the time of the morning is, but I'm feeling energised because everything has woken me up.
Yeah,
so
it does.
Perfect way to boost your energy and release those happy dolphins, but also get a core workout. At the age of 60, I'm not going to do sit-ups and crunches. I haven't done those for... Actually, I'm not sure I've ever done them, so I don't even know how to do them. I think I remember doing them once and putting my neck out and thinking, never again. This is going to work the core muscles. So maybe you're somebody that didn't wear that lovely pair of trousers or great skirt because everything's changed shape around your stomach area, this is the perfect way to maybe get a slightly flatter stomach.
Yeah, yeah.
Maybe get slimmer, trimmer legs because this is working.
Toned legs.
Exactly,
yes.
toned legs. But whether it's toning or strengthening, whether it's the core muscles or the upper body, whether it's releasing endorphins or burning calories, you're going to get them no matter which. You're going to get the whole long list. But whilst you're sitting, I think it's a great way. We do all spend too long. This is why it was created, actually. We spend too long sitting on the sofa.
Yeah.
So my thinking was, let's create a nice cardiovascular workout, which sounds exhausting, but actually is very doable when you're sitting on the sofa. So my new thing is, instead of saying get off the sofa, it's interrupt your sitting and get moving whilst you're on the sofa, because I can't persuade people to get off the sofa sometimes.
No.
You know? And I always remember, funny enough, when I went to Australia, I do sell this in Australia, and I remember there was a big thing on the subway saying the 4 things that are going to kill you.
Yeah, yeah.
And I'm looking at it, and there's a great white shark, and I'm thinking, well, I'm going to get my legs strong, I can swim faster. The next thing was the brown snake. I'm like, yep.
Are you joking?
I'm going to get my legs strong. I can run away from the brown snake. The next thing was the red-backed spider, and I'm thinking,
oh, don't.
Not sure cardiovascular is going to... maybe I can pick up the cardiovascular and hit the red spider. But the 4th one was just an empty sofa.
Right.
And I'm looking at it thinking, what is this? But you know what it's saying is these things are going to kill you. Sitting on a sofa is going to kill you.
Yeah.
But if you're going to interrupt your sitting, as again, whether you're 20, whether you're 30, whether you're 40, whether you just want strong legs or beautiful looking legs.
Or just maybe improve your circulation, you know, just flexibility. I think exercise could not be more convenient than working out multiple muscles while sitting down. Right, we've reached a busy part of the show again with this. £59, that is an absolute bargain. 3 pence to £21.98. If you're tempted, you owe it to yourself. You know, try it. If you don't feel better on this, I'd be very, very surprised. So 491928. What programme are you going to watch? Where are you going to sit when you're using this? Well, you know, we're big fans. I know our Shayleys often on Shop on TV. They are also big fans. Let's see what they had to say when they tried the Cardio Core.
Lovely to see you.
It is brilliant to be back.
It's been nearly 2 months, so it's great to have you back.
Yes.
And so excited that we've actually got this piece, which is one of your absolute best sellers.
Absolutely, worldwide. It is brilliant. And I think it's just because it's the perfect way to interrupt your sitting. Get your cardio in, get your core muscles in, whilst you're sitting down.
Well, we get frightened. When you hear cardio, we do get a bit scared, don't we? We think we're going to have to do a really fitness class. We're going to have to really go running for hours. We're really going to have to sweat. But actually, we're getting a cardio workout.
Definitely. I like to call it sneaky cardio.
I like it.
Because, you know, you are burning calories. It is the whole range of motion for the leg here. So it replaces the stepper, the elliptical, the stair climber, you know, just the rowing machine, because there's different ways of using this. But if you're somebody that doesn't get their steps in, but if you're somebody maybe who's had an injury or an illness, or you've had a fall and one part of your leg doesn't work, it's the perfect way to get resistance training in, strength training in, burn calories with zero impact. There's no electricity, gentle on the joints. I was 60 3 weeks ago and I'm like, I don't want to be pounding the pavements. I don't want to be going to the gym. This is the perfect way to sit down, if necessary, have a glass of Chardonnay and get those calories burning.
Drink sensibly, but sounds good.
Sounds good to me.
And this is the great thing. You can be just sat at home. You could have a cup of tea. You could be watching the TV, and perhaps you do a lot of sitting, but you realise you need to make a little, you know, you need to change your life a little bit and start exercising a little bit. How easy is this to actually be working that whole body?
Yeah, and the great thing is it's for all levels. Hayley and I are very different when it comes to fitness levels, as you can probably see. But I know I've got to do something. I've got to keep moving, and you might feel like that at home. But even if you're someone like Hayley who likes to work out all the time, this is great in the comfort of your own home.
Well, I'm going at a bit of a speed now, so I can really feel that working my core. It's really working my legs. I feel like I'm cycling.
Well, yes, you are, but if you think about it, you're not out of puff.
No.
You're not sweating. So there is cardio, there's burning calories, there's, you know, working the circulation, the heart, the lungs, releasing happy dolphins. That
Like happy dolphins.
But let's get sensible here. We've got the ankles moving, we've got the knees moving all the way to the throat, the thighs here. We're engaging the core muscles. If we use the upper body, we could just be engaging the upper body with the overhands. Fold them the other way. This brings it in to the biceps, the forearms. You know, the sun is actually finally come out. So we're getting our arms out, we're getting our legs out. And there are lots of ways to do cardio. You can pound the pavement, you can go to the gym, you can do jumping jacks. But maybe that's not what you want to do. I personally like the idea of interrupting my sitting whilst I'm still watching television, or I could be on a Teams call. I could be sitting here getting my steps in, and I have actually had Neil time me. He says, Fiona, when you're actually doing this, you're doing about 180 a minute, which actually over an hour, while sitting, relaxing, watching television, it's like 8,000 steps. So if you're one of those people that you think that 10,000 steps is just too much for me to even take that first step, get them in the comfort of your own home, where there is zero impact on the joints, where there is, you know, no sweating. We can still talk.
Doesn't matter what the weather's like. Doesn't matter if it's too hot, too cold, if it's wet. I mean, we're having in a day, we're having every weather you can imagine, can't you? And perhaps it is too hot, you know, too wet to go out. Perhaps it is too cold to go out. Perhaps it's
We've had it all today
to go out. Yeah,
in one day.
Doesn't matter. And perhaps you don't feel safe walking out, but you do want to get those steps in. And the great thing is, you don't have to do thousands of steps. Just have a look at what 2,000 steps a day can do, what 4,000 steps a day can do, how good it is for your health. But it is like you're walking, it is like you're cycling, it is like you're rowing. Have a look at resistance training. Why resistance training is so good. For guys and girls, but especially for ladies, for bone mass, for bone density. There's so many reasons we should be exercising.
Do you know what, there really is, and I remind myself that. And do you know, look, I'm the first person to make excuses not to do it, but I really do need to. And do you know, a few years ago, I got quite far with exercise, and it's the best I ever felt, like physically, and I have to say, and mentally too. I want to get back to that level, because I have let it go the last few years, but I really do want to. But wherever it takes to get there, wherever it takes to feel better, maybe it's to burn those calories, to lose a bit of weight, to build up some muscle, or just to feel better. Maybe it makes you feel a bit more alert and a bit more with it. If it does, then it's worth every single penny. You know, for your health, whether it's physical or mental, you know, £59, it's so worth it, every single penny. And if you don't want to pay that all at once, again, you can spend the cost interest-free using PayPal. 3 payments of £21.98. It even includes your postage. So you can add it to your basket, select PayPal, and start checking out. It's not yours until you checked out. Some people think, right, and some places do this. If you add it to your basket, right, good, that's reserved. I'll check out in the morning. Quite often it's gone because somebody else has grabbed theirs, because we're on live shopping telly, we're on ITV1, we get through a lot of stock incredibly quickly. We're only on air, on ITV, we've been on air for about 2 hours, 15 minutes or so. So it's not an awful lot of time. We've got through it quickly today. So 491-928. Now, do you know what? We're all big fans of this. I can really see, I can always feel the benefits already, actually. I know I've done a bit of a workout. We've had more and more emails come in. We'll try and read some out shortly. We've got lots of reviews on the website too, so do check those out. 5 stars all over the place for this. People adore it. Right, if you do want to call us, there is a bit of a small queue, so if you can go to the website, you will find it the quickest way. And I know I keep saying the website if you've been watching the show, but we have new people flicking on all the time. Maybe you just woken up, maybe you're getting up for work, or maybe you've been up since Boxing Day. Yes, we're live here, just got 2:15 on the 27th of December. But maybe you're lying in bed, you're watching us on your phone, you might be watching us on YouTube or the TV in your room, and you think, do you know what? I am tempted to really give it a go this year. And it hasn't got to be expensive. This is easy fitness. We're calling it active sitting, because you can do this on your sofa, but we're calling it almost convenient fitness too, and also I'd say very, very cost effective. You know, some gym memberships, honestly, I don't go every month. I need to cancel mine. I knocked it down to my off-peak membership to save some money. But what I pay a month for 1 month is considerably more than this one payment of £59. So if it's affordable, £59, you're going to have this for years and years to come. You might be buying this for your other half. You might be buying this for, I don't know, your teenage son, your 19-year-old or your 90-year-old father. Who knows? Maybe they're going off to uni, or maybe starting a new job, you can't afford gyms, or maybe you just don't like going to them. You just don't like, because going there for 20 minutes even, all right, it might be half an hour. It might be raining, you might be stuck in traffic. All this adds to the time where you can pop downstairs, this door's flat, or maybe when you're halfway through a film, you think, oh, do you know what? I fancy just doing a bit of exercise. Pull this from under the sofa, set it up in literally about 60 seconds, and then you just do a little bit. That's it. You might be doing little bits throughout the day, you know, who knows? But if it does help you, if you feel mentally better, physically a bit fitter, if you do, and I think it's likely you will. I can't claim, obviously, but I'm confident in saying you probably will, even in just a month or two. In 6 months, by July, by August, then by this time next year at Christmas, you know what, you could look back and think this is going to be one of the best things, or one of the best things that you got yourself or your family. So 491 928, let's get this back. Let's get 2026 your year for getting fitter. Whether it's upper body or lower body, and you can do it on your sofa. You can do this on your rattan furniture, let's say, your garden furniture in the summer, and then back to the sofa maybe in the winter. But this could be something you do all year round, all around the house there. OK, well, do you know what, let's go back to Fiona, though. So Fiona, if someone has never done anything like this before, like, haven't been to the gym for a few years, how would you ease yourself in? What would you do first? Just how would you know what's the right amount of time for you?
Well, to be honest, it's a great place to start. This is going to replace your treadmill, your bicycle, your elliptical, your stair climber, your rowing machine, because it is the upper body. Do it at whatever level you want to. This is going to help get those steps in. 10,000 steps we're supposed to do each day. This is ankles, knees, this is hips, this is engaging the core muscles, but this is also going to help you do your sit-ups, your crunches, but whilst sitting. So there's a lot of people that can't do any type of movement because of back problems, for example. I'm sitting here, I'm fully supported, I'm very comfortable, but I'm actually burning calories. If you have a look here, we have resistance bands. I put resistance bands on everything because it is strength training, it's resistance training. It's going to help keep you strong. It's also going to help trim and slim. It's also going to help release endorphins. Fitness is accumulative, and fitness is necessary for all ages. And it really helps. Like we keep mentioning mental health. We know we're going to feel a bit better if we get some movement in. And if you are younger, I mean, I have my daughter with me today. She's 29. She's a lot fitter than me, obviously. She adds on extra resistance. So we have created it in a way, and we listen to our customers. We've sold this around the world for probably 3 or 4 years now.
Wow.
A lot of customers bought it. They're like, we love it, but can we add resistance? Well, you can now. All you have to do is add one extra band each side, simple hooks to put on it, and it adds about 60% resistance to the upper body if you're doing the upper body, to the leg muscle. And you can actually see in my legs the muscles that are being activated just by moving it. We're talking through the knees, So it is great for just getting that fitness in at whatever age you are, but whilst you're sitting. I spent 25 years telling people to get off the sofa, and now I give people permission to stay on the sofa.
Actually, you can now.
Yes, no, honestly, I feel bad, actually, because I've said, right, you've got to get off the sofa. Sitting on the sofa is not good for you. And I'm like, actually, stay on the sofa, but interrupt your sitting and get cardiovascular, get your strength training, get your resistance training, get your core muscles activated, get your upper body. And again, if I start moving really fast with this, I'm not going to be able to talk because it is cardiovascular, and there are very few things that you can get cardiovascular without impact.
Yes.
You know, normally it's running, it's jumping, it's, you know, body pump, it's aerobics. And it's
like circuit training or something.
Exactly. I mean, the cardio. So
Sounds terrifying.
I think I should have called this sneaky cardio core, because it is, you're getting your cardiovascular in, but in a very sneaky way. And it's just, you know, it's just easier. I just think all the products we sell are effortless, but they are ticking a huge amount of health and well-being benefits but effortlessly and very, very high rewards for a microscopic amount of time and just doable. I love the word doable.
Doable,
You're going to do this, it's doable because you're just sitting down. It's fun. We will have sat here for like over an hour. I will have probably done 9,000 steps whilst I'm sitting on my sofa.
Yeah, this is it. Do you know what? And that's a big thing for me. If you're looking for, I think, the most convenient way to do exercise at home, I personally don't know how it could be easier and more convenient than this. So if this is in your living room, this could be whilst you're watching a film, or maybe you're about to start binge watching that series someone told you about at Christmas. You think, oh yeah, I'm going to get involved in that. Maybe that series is going to be your workout time too. Or maybe it's going to be during the 6 o'clock news, or watching a TV show in the day, or maybe you got a podcast on. You know, I listen to loads of podcasts, or maybe just a talking book, an audio book. You can even have the. Do you know, I'm using this. If you really want to go for it, you can, you know, build it up. But I've been doing this, well, a reasonable pace, let's say. I can still have a conversation. I don't feel out of breath, so you can still be sociable. But you know what? If you don't want to spend, you know, if you want to spend time with the kids, time with the other half, you still can. You can still be sociable in the same room with this. So you haven't got to go upstairs, you know, the loud treadmills going and all this sort of thing. And where do you put those things? You know, they can be so much money. But people spend thousands on bits like this. They really can. But look, for £59.99, it's not electronic. You haven't got to worry about plugging it in or get extensions. It's completely manual. If you add in extra resistance bands, then you can up the ante whenever you're ready. But you know what? When it comes to groups, when it comes to classes, you know what? It must be so difficult because there's always someone in there who's like, I know, early on, beginner, someone's been doing this for ages. You know what, you don't always get to work out at the pace that's right for you, but you're always in control. You haven't got a personal trainer, you know, keep going, adding pressure. I don't like that. That doesn't work for me. But this is something that you can do at the pace that you are comfortable with, and look forward to seeing those results, because you're bound to find them, whether it's physical or mental. Again, I can't promise anything. I'm not making claims. I'm not a doctor or anything. But you know what? This is based on what people tell me and the research that I've done. And yeah, I absolutely swear by it. I think exercise is so important. I actually do exercise when I can, so I sleep better. And then the next morning, I feel better. If I haven't slept very well, if I've been tossing and turning all night, if I've been lazy that day, I don't sleep as well. It makes me feel so much better. It really does. And if this makes you feel better, you're going to look back and say, do you know what? The day after Boxing Day, 2025 was when I bought this, and it has really changed my routine. Incorporate it into your routine. You know what, even just a few minutes a day. Right, does your budget allow? Can you afford £21.98? If you can do, well, that's your first payment of 3. So it's 1 payment a day. This will be delivered to your door in a few days, and get cracking. Just start easy, maybe just 5 minutes. And then next week you think, oh, I'm going to do 10 minutes of that. I'm going to watch an episode. A few weeks or months' time, I'm going to watch 2 episodes. I'm going to watch a whole film, a whole movie, whilst doing this. You know, you can have fun with it and be entertained at the same time. Right. Lots of people are adding it into your basket. This is so popular. We've had a lot of people checking out too, guys. Thank you and well done. You know, good on you. For everyone who's about to check out now, lots of you are currently in the process of adding your details in. You're going to have this in a few days. Talk about giving yourself a really good start for perhaps New Year's resolutions geared towards fitness, because you're going to have this in a few days, ready for the new year. You know, order in mid-January, February, then before you know it, it's March, and then it's summer, then you go on a holiday. Honestly, start now. Start now. Are you tempted? If you are, I don't know how you can regret this. So 491928. But it's on your sofa, it's in your kitchen, is it on your chairs? You're going to be outside in the summer. You know, maybe you're going to put this with the heating on. You know, who knows? You don't want to be too cold. But honestly, going outside now, it's going to get cold, isn't it? Let's be honest. It's feeling freezing at the moment. It's frosty outside. My car's going to be frozen when I get out tonight. It's bound to be. Is it 4 degrees outside now? Right, well, we're in Manchester, so you know what? We're round at the... Well, it is north, isn't it? But... but I've got to say, it might be colder where you are. Maybe you don't want to go outside. And you know what? In the morning, you think, oh, I've got to maybe get kids ready for school. Or maybe you're retired. Maybe, oh, you look outside. Oh, it looks a bit drizzly with rain. Maybe you don't feel safe. You know, maybe you don't want to walk outside in the dark, which I can completely understand. You can just do this at home. You could do this at home whenever you got a free moment or two. You can pull this from under the sofa and you can give yourself a little workout. So 491-2928. If you are new to shopping with us, then go to the website shopontv.co.uk. You can do it on your smartphone, or if you've got a tablet next to you, or on your computer. When you go to the website, this is what you see. Click live on air, and then when you do that, you scroll down and here are all the deals we got live. You can actually shop ahead for previous shows coming up too. We've got Mulberry Silk tomorrow. Hey, look, if you're looking for some new bedding, Mulberry Silk. This is AAA grade Mulberry Silk, actually. Hold your horses on that. I'll be telling you just shortly tomorrow after midnight. It's going to be a big, big show. But, OK, we've got more items, more fitness items. In fact, there's something we haven't actually seen yet. This is called the Step and Stretch. This is going to be great. Now, just bear it in mind, it's half price. In fact, that's better than half price. That's way better than half price. But what is it, I hear you ask? Right, Fiona, we're looking forward to showing this, haven't we? You mentioned earlier this is great for flexibility, among other things.
Definitely. I mean, life doesn't move in straight ways. So we've created the Step and Stretch to literally help keep your ankles strong, flexible, the front legs, the calves, all the way through to the hips. Because, you know, a lot of people, as they get older, do shuffle. They find it difficult putting their feet up. They also have problems with circulation. You know, I know when I come off a flight, I'm getting on one. I put this in my hand luggage because I come off a flight, I go to put on my shoes and I'm like, no, they're not my shoes. I can't get my feet in them.
Oh, really?
Everything is like 5 times the size. So what we've created is something here to help strengthen what I call the brakes here, to help you not fall, to help strengthen the calf muscles, but also all the muscles, ligaments, tendons, you know, this whole area around here, which is something which keeps you connected to life. Maybe you've got a parent that is really struggling
to get
being
around.
Absolutely, pavements that are uneven.
Yes.
Oh, gosh, people are fearful to go out because they're fearful of falling. What we've created is the Step and Stretch, which has resistance bands. Again, if you have a look under here, every stretch, every movement that we do is bringing with it resistance. So it's strength training, it's resistance training for a very important part of the body that keeps us connected with life, whether it is just walking, whether it is playing pickleball, whether it is gardening, whether it is playing golf. Are there things that you stop doing because your ankles just don't feel good? How many of you now, I mean, it's very late, well, early in the morning, did you get to a point in the day where you went, oh my gosh, my feet are killing me.
Maybe standing all day.
I need to put my, standing all day. And again, look at the ways the ankles are designed to move. Most of us just walk forward, we walk backwards. But we also walk side. We're always moving in different ways.
Yes.
But how many of us do actually put our ankles through this whole range of motion to keep strength, flexibility, mobility in a really important part of the body? How many of us have strained or sprained ankles due to the fact that we haven't strengthened this part of the body?
Well, I was just going to mention that because, you know, before we do exercise, I was always taught it's good to have a good bit of a stretch and a bit of movement. So even if you're just going hiking or walking, actually, you might do this first before you put the boots on.
Well, before you even get out of bed, how many people get out of bed and skip across the bedroom because everything feels great?
Yes,
you know, I don't think there are many people watching of any age. Most people get out and like, oh my gosh, you know, you're kind of hobbling across. Or again, last thing at night, how many go, oh, I just need to put my feet up. Oh, my feet are killing me. My legs are aching. You know, maybe it is circulation issues. Things end up larger than they should by the end of the day, or when you're on a flight.
And
I have this in my hand luggage. Honestly, the amount of times the amount of times I've been in the baggage lounge, I'm sitting there going, oh, I just need to get my legs going, you know. Again, little finger, I can lift it up. And the price is amazing.
We thought half price is better than half price today. Ordinary £69, but now it's £29.99. Do you know, I honestly think, you know, if I'm stuck behind a desk all day, or I'm after a long flight, or just sitting, I get like itchy feet. I feel like I need to do something. Honestly, I hate sitting still for long periods. But this, I had a go on this earlier, and I felt like I gave my ankles such a good stretch, a really good warm-up. Because without this, I can't really, it sounds silly, I can sort of move my ankle, but not in all of these multi-directions, because it guides you to different places.
It does, and with every stretch and every step, you are actually incorporating the resistance bands. So we put resistance bands at the bottom, so that each movement forward is going to really strengthen the 4 parts of the calf. This is the part of the body that you need strong to keep you stable. Bringing it back is going to strengthen the calf muscles. But moving it to the side or just stepping to the side, all the way up through to the hips here, it is movement. But it is, you know, it's zero impact. It's whilst you are sitting down. It is, as you say, whilst you're on a Teams call, whilst you're watching your favourite movie, whilst you're reading, whilst you're having your cup of tea or your glass of Chardonnay. Whatever you want to do, just keep this part of the body nice and flexible, nice and strong, so you don't sprain or strain the ankles. It's so important, but how many of us do, at any age, stretch and strengthen? I mean, my daughter's 29 years old. I'm not sure you spend much of your day stretching out your ankles or strengthening your ankles. And you have had issues in the past with that part of the body.
No, I have, and I'm like Charlie. I get itchy feet if I don't do anything. So as soon as Mum and Dad told me about this, I was like, I need one of those.
Yeah, so it's not intrusive. Even if you sat next to someone on the same sofa, I can't see how it's going to bother someone. It's not electronic, it's not motorised. And do you mix up the positions as well? Do you forwards and backwards, side to side?
Yeah, I like to do a few reps of each one and then just switch it up to, because even just that, you feel it in the calves. So then after a while, you're like, oh, I can feel that in my calves, so I'll just switch to a little side-by-side motion. But again, while you're typing away, it's nice to feel active, nice to feel like you're doing something. And when I first started doing it a few minutes ago, they were really stiff, and now they're nice and flexible, and I really, really feel it.
You're bound to notice that when you're walking around, you know, maybe when you wake up, and when you do exercise, you know, it's a good warm-up, I suppose, too.
Yeah, especially when it's cold outside now.
Yes.
I have to, like, wear fluffy socks going outside because the cold goes straight into the ankles, whereas this really warms them up, and it stops that. The ankles get painful sometimes, so it stops that.
Do you know what? I think maybe you might have sprained an ankle. You might use this just to build it back up again, because it sort of guides you as well. You feel in complete control because you've got the resistance bands of how far you push it too, I think, haven't you?
Yeah. No, it's not. It never feels too much.
No.
It feels controlled, and like Mum said, I've twisted my ankles lots of times. I love my running. I've fallen over lots of times. So this is really good to sort of build that stability in them.
Honestly, it's great to hear that. And you do. When was the last time you stretched your ankles properly? This is bound to do that for you and build up a bit of resistance training at the same time. It's something I've really seen before. We talk about, you know, your biceps, your core and all that, which is obviously very important. But I don't hear about ankles, actually. You can do this in a chair, do this on the edge of your bed whilst you're working. Yeah, how many minutes a day do you try and do with this? Or?
Well, I actually, first thing in the morning, I just like to just get everything moving. And when, like, I'm boarding a flight to Sydney, I will definitely have this in my hand luggage because my circulation on the plane is dreadful. And I literally go to put my shoes on to get off the plane, and I can't get my feet in the shoes.
Really?
I'd actually have this whilst I was on the plane, if I could.
So it feels a bit stiff, does it, as well?
Really, really inflexible. But I just think, you know, first thing in the morning or last thing at night, how many people do just say, oh, I've got to put my feet up. Oh, my legs are killing me. Especially, as you say, if you've got a job where you're on your feet all day. How many people do have circulation issues? Movement here, the flexibility, strengthening. Each move is bringing with it resistance training, strength training to help strengthen. It's all the way through to the hips, but just in a very gentle, you know, low impact. But just sit whilst you're watching television, just fidget away and make sure that your ankles do stay flexible, strong, so that you are able to do things without spraining or straining.
Yeah, and it feels like it's controlling you, because without that, I can't really move my ankles. I can roll it in a circle, but it's just, it's hard to describe, because you just feel it's doing your ankles a world of good.
Yes.
I won't lie, I hadn't tried it before today. Before we went on there, I had a quick play around, probably about 10 or 11 o'clock tonight, or yesterday, and instantly, I just knew, oh, wow, I can stretch parts of my ankles. I don't think I've actually manually or purposefully stretched before. And that's a really, really exciting prospect. And you know what? You haven't got to spend the earth getting this. Normally, it'd be £69. For the build quality, I'd say fair play. And I haven't seen anything quite like this. It's £29.99. You know, make sure to look after our ankles. We rely on them for a lot, don't we? So it's 372-682 Giants number. Since you've been showing this, people have been buying, been adding it to your basket. And thanks so much. I'm sure you're going to absolutely love this. For £29.99, we can't do that price all the time. Whilst we have got it in stock, and whilst it is massively discounted, then give it a go. Right, we've had emails come in. Andy, I think, is one of them, who's asked, what are we all wearing? Well, these are weighted vests. Now, we've all got these on. I keep forgetting I've got it on because it's so very comfortable. Fiona, this is one size fits all.
Yes, it is. And this is the ultimate in sneaky fitness. I always think, you know, we like to do things that are easy and effortless and affordable. But I wanted to create something that basically you could get a health benefit from by doing nothing more than whatever you did in life, whether it is doing the washing, collecting the basket, whether it is taking your dog for a walk, or whether it is you're somebody that does yoga, but you just want to add a little bit more resistance to, you know, your walking. I think this is the perfect weight. We've chosen £1, 1 kilogram, which is £2. We tried some heavier weights, but I ended up just taking it off. And my husband was like, what's the point of having it heavier if it's going to sit on the sofa? It doesn't give you many benefits sitting on the sofa. So we've got a weight that you're going to put it on. It's made of neoprene, which is washable. One size fits all because there is an adjustable strap. We've made it so it lies across the chest area, not around the stomach, so it's sweaty and not nice.
Right.
But easy to wear. And the one thing I absolutely loved about this, because I launched it in Australia, is not only the hidden benefits. So basically, it turns health chores into health benefits, household chores into health benefits, but it's a posture benefit. What I love about it is just sitting here now, I'm actually in a really good posture.
Yes.
Whereas normally, I know I would be sitting like this, but just, we have the weight all at the back here, and it just pulls.
So I've noticed it just gently makes me aware, and it doesn't pull me back, it just guides me into a better posture.
And we all have terrible posture.
Mine's terrible.
Yeah,
It
and
always
kids
has been.
as well. I mean, it's not just as you get older, but, you know, driving and carrying. But the children sitting like this, especially during, you know, the pandemic, they're just sitting on their beds.
Tech neck, I think it's called.
This has been so great because, again, just a simple 1 kilogram is in the back here, but it's soft. It's actually very stretchy as well. We've made it really user-friendly, and we've made it so that you can get a lot of health benefits without doing anything more. That's what I love. I always say, if health benefits were in a pill, we would all take them. We would. We're lazy. We just pop a pill. But this is the next best thing. Just walking around the house is giving you health benefits. Doing the washing, doing the laundry, taking the dog for a walk. But if you are somebody that wants to bring a little bit of resistance into doing your yoga or doing your Pilates, and nobody needs to know you're wearing it. You know, you can, like you, I keep forgetting you're actually wearing one because it was under your sweatshirt.
I've had this on for about 3 hours, and when I take it off,
But the benefits you would have gained from actually having an extra kilogram whilst you're on the LegMaster, whilst you're just sitting nice and tall, open up the chest. But every time you get up and off the sofa, just a little bit of strength training.
So I would have burned more calories this morning because obviously we've been stood up doing other things as well. I would have burnt more calories thanks to this.
100% you would have done.
You're maximising your time and your workouts,
You didn't even realise it. I didn't realise you did it because until you've taken that shoulder back, I didn't even know you had it on.
And it doesn't feel hot or sweaty or anything. You know, I'm honest, even when it's just taking the dog for a walk, or maybe you're going to do some gardening in the summer, in the spring. You know, but whatever it is you're doing when you wear this, when you take it off, just think, I've maximised that time, you've increased the calories you've burnt just from wearing this. It's something you were going to do anyway. We're going to mop the floor anyway. We're going to vacuum anyway. We might as well make it into a bit of a gentle workout.
Exactly.
You might as well do.
Exactly. Like
Carrying
I say,
the shopping in.
Yeah. Turning household chores into health benefits.
Yeah.
I mean, it is easy. As I say, I just want to try and encourage people to get some health benefits, to get moving, but with the least amount of effort. And this, you don't need to do anything other than what you would normally do, other than just pop it on. Simple, just one clip across the front. Again, it's super stretchy at the side, made of neoprene, so you can wash it. And you literally put it on and forget it, and just let it do the work for you.
Yeah, this is it. Do you know what? I'd even wear this to festivals when I'm dancing. No, why not?
Well, absolutely.
Why not? Hey, if you see me there, I'll be wearing this. But seriously, though, just I think for me, it's just like cleaning and just household chores. Put this on. If you're doing workouts, put it on. You might wear it daily. Who knows? But see what the results are like, because I think you're going to be surprised. For £39.99, it has been busy. We mentioned it shortly after we started the show in the early hours this morning. So, yeah, thanks very much to everyone who's emailed in. Hope that helps. You can buy this now. It's on the website, shopontv.co.uk. As soon as you go to the website, click Live Deals, scroll down, you'll see all of these amazing bits of kit here, including the vest. So click Live, go down there, or you can type in the item number, whichever's easiest for you. Yeah, there's a search bar at the top. You can whack in the item number there, wherever's best. But, yeah, there it is. Add to basket, or you can go straight to buy now. But you're saving money. You're saving £10 on this. We got savings on pretty much every bit of fitness item we've got today. I'm so impressed with it. One of the most popular items we've had is this. One of the busiest items now is the cardio core. So what if we said to you, you can now give yourself a full body workout while sitting down on a sofa, not on a gym chair or anything like that, in your living room whilst you're watching a film. It's brilliant. So, I mean, if you're just getting started, even just a few minutes a day with this is going to be helpful.
Well, 100%, because it's cardiovascular, it's core training, it's going to replace a stair climber, a leg... a treadmill
thing,
a bicycle, an elliptical, a stepper, a rowing machine. There's a lot of machines this is going to replace. It's silent, no electricity, zero impact, but it is great for getting the steps in. It's great for mobility, for toning, strengthening. If you're somebody that's 20, 30, 40-year-olds and you're not getting out because it's cold, it's dark, you know, whether you just want to lift your spirits, burn some calories, this is the perfect way of doing it. It's cardio core, but I think I need to rename it sneaky cardio core.
I think so. I'll get it on a T-shirt, I think.
Yeah, I think cardio is always like pounding the pavements,
you just think
jumping up and down.
Exhausting, intimidating gym
Sweaty.
classes.
Yes.
So it's like hard work, you know. And it's good to build up a bit of sweat, which you can still do with this if you want.
Oh, definitely. If I really get moving on this, I wouldn't be able to talk. So I'm just taking it gently because I don't actually want, at my age, the impact on the joints. If I do the upper arms and I do the legs, I'm really engaging core muscles. So that I really like because I've never been one for doing sit-ups or crunches. I remember trying to do it once and then really hurting my neck and thinking, why did I even bother? This is the perfect way to sit and interrupt your sitting, but getting moving. And also, I've got a really nice, fluffy, comfy pillow, so I'm just relaxing back. I'm supporting the back. A lot of people, again, we have a long list of excuses why we don't do any fitness, but one of them could be that actually you've hurt your back.
Yeah.
You know, and it's difficult to do cardiovascular when your back is a little bit challenged.
Yeah,
I mean, obviously,
good point.
check with your doctor first.
Of course,
But I'm sitting fully supported, but I'm doing cardio. I'm actually helping to tone, strengthen abdominal muscles, but also releasing endorphins. And I think, you know, the whole world, you know, is very focused on, you know, mental health at the moment and wellness. Many of us have overwhelming moments, and we know that doing any form of movement or fitness can help that. And you can choose from a long list of things like swimming and cycling and going to the gym. But maybe you just want to do something in your own home. Maybe you can't afford a gym membership.
Yeah,
maybe you don't like going out, or like with me, I don't
don't
like
let that
getting
stop
wet.
you,
know, this is perfect for me. Whilst I'm watching television at night and I'm like, oh, I haven't done any steps today. I could do this for about 45 minutes and I do nearly 8,000 steps, actually.
Really? It's impressive,
Yeah, it's a great way of just getting movement and keeping movement. As I keep saying in this show, ageing is a privilege. I mean, it is. At the age of 60, I just think, you know what, it's a privilege to be this age, but I know I have to age strong. I know I have to do resistance training. I know I have to do strength training. I can't buy that in a bottle. I can't buy it in a tablet.
I wish you could, but...
No, and if we could, we would be very wealthy. But you can't. You have to do something to keep strength,
there's
keep
no substitute for that.
You know, so there's a lot of choices out there. I know. We like to bring things that I believe are well-made. We create them ourselves. They're easy, they're efficient, they're effective, they're affordable, you know, and they're doable. You are... You know, if you're in your home and you're watching television, this is something you can do to get a lot of health benefits internally as well, because it is the heart, it's the lungs, it's getting circulation going, it's keeping mobility. I always say to people, you don't need to move fast, you don't need to move hard, you just need to move. And now I give you permission to stay on the sofa. Having said for the last 20 years, get off the sofa. The sofa's not good for you. No. Permission to stay on it, but let's interrupt your sitting and get moving.
Well, I think so. Do you know what? Next time, you know, what you're going to be watching, maybe it's that your favourite sitcom, maybe that's that film, maybe your favourite Christmas film, The Holiday, obviously. But yeah, it's great. But, you know, maybe by the time you've watched the film, you think that was a great film. And I did some exercise whilst doing it. I mean, if you're going to be sitting down watching things anyway, it's not going to be all the time, of course not, but even just like 20 minutes, you know, or you just pause, or during an advert break or something. You can, or maybe your house where watching a football you don't like, or maybe it's a film you don't like. Whatever it is, just give it a go and just... you can pull this from under your sofa. I fancy giving 10 minutes, fold it back away, and literally you haven't even got to stand up to put it away. You can slide it back under your sofa if it fits in there. So for £59, grab it. How much is your gym membership? Or maybe you're thinking about joining. How much is the other half paying? Or do you know, I need to cancel it. I don't go. I don't get around to it. Maybe you're just too busy. Or maybe you like going outside in the summer, but the winter, you don't want to walk around in the dark, which I totally understand. 3 payments of £21.98. So if your budget allows for that, grab it. So £21.98. This will arrive to your door in a few days' time. And talk about giving yourself and putting yourself in a great position for a fit and healthy 2025. I think it's fair to say that this really could well help you in that regard. So 491-928. We've only got about 6 minutes left on the show. We are big fans of this. We've had some reviews for this too, so thanks so much. In fact, we haven't got a name, but we do know they've signed off as a happy customer. Right, this is for the machine here, the Cardio Core. Easy to use. Just sit in the chair and row with 1 foot or both feet. Lightweight for storing, a well-made core-building tool for almost any age. After 2 weeks, I am beginning to see a difference in my core area tightening. Wow. So this could be you at home. You might be buying this out mid-January. What about end of January, March, August? This time next year, maybe going on holiday in the summer, you want to get a little bit toned, and it makes me feel better about myself. It can boost confidence tremendously, and you can do it on your sofa. Imagine that. Imagine getting fitter when someone says to you, "You look well, you look great. How do you do it?" Sat on my sofa doing some exercises. It's almost too good to be true, isn't it? But this has been designed, it's available to buy, it's in stock, and it's discounted. So £59, not £89.99, which it normally would be. Look, it's just after Boxing Day. Our bosses who worked out that price, we're in Christmas mode still. 3 payments of £21.98. Now, you can call us. It's 03333 241 241. You'll speak to somebody live. They'll organise it for you. Take the payment over the phone and get it delivered to your door. If you can go on the website, because we have been busy on the phones, it's the quickest way to order on shopontv.co.uk. You can type in the item numbers on the search bar, or the other way you can do it, what I do, click on live, scroll down, and there you go. You can see all these amazing offers. This is what we're using now. This is the Cardio Core. It comes with the resistant bands, £59. If you want to add in an additional pair of resistant bands, then you can do. It adds about extra 60% more resistance, Fiona was saying too. So if you want to build, when you get to a certain level of fitness, you might want to up the ante by adding more bands, you can do. OK, so look, it's been a brilliant show. How are we doing for time? We've only got 3.5 minutes. Do you know what? We've been doing some exercises. Normally at 3 a.m, I'm nodding off a bit. I could keep going.
I know.
I'm running a marathon after this. I'm not. But I could keep going. This is great, you know.
Well, we know that. Everybody knows that, you know, often people don't do exercise because they say, I'm just too tired. But actually, the opposite. When you do some movement, it gives you more energy.
Yeah.
And that's what I love about doing this type of movement. I'm sitting down, but yeah, it's making me feel more energized. And chances are it's going to help me sleep better at night. Most people will say not only do they feel mentally better, they sleep better, they feel more energised.
It goes full circle, doesn't it?
It just goes full circle.
I feel much better. I've never met anyone who would disagree. I feel much better after a good night's sleep.
Yeah.
And exercise, I just feel drowsier earlier. I fall asleep so much quicker. I really do. You know, it's been brilliant. And this is for various different age groups too. It truly is. Do you know what, Francesca, coming towards the end of the show as well. And thanks so much. I love your input on this. Do you know, what would you say to someone who's just flicked on and tempted by this?
I think it's nearly 2026, a new year, and how better to start with a new challenge if you're looking to add some resistance into your daily schedule, but also try it. As soon as you get on, you're sat on your sofa, you will love it, and it's easy to do while watching your favourite TV show or first thing in the morning. It fits right into your schedule, and you won't you won't be sorry you bought it.
You won't. You haven't got to do hours and hours with it, have you?
No. You can start with 10 minutes a day, even 1 minute a day, and build up slowly. And before you know it, you'll be watching a whole episode of your new favourite series that you're watching.
This is it. You just started Peaky Blinders, haven't you?
I have,
There we go. Good. You're in for a treat. It's a film coming out as well, I think. But, I think there is. But this is the thing, and you tailor it to you. Sit where you want to sit. Watch what you want to watch. You might just have a bit of view time, a bit of silence while you're doing this. But look, whilst it's here, whilst you're saving money, £59. It's been such a brilliant show. We've got a minute left. Can you let us know, folks, or everyone who's bought this, because on ITV1, especially on STV, we've had a lot of people watching. We've got through a lot of stock. Let us know. Do a review if you can do, because it might really help someone else. But let's know your progress, 2026. What a good start this is going to be. You're going to have this in a few days. Fiona, thanks so much. It's been a brilliant show.
Oh, it's been great to be here, and I hope it's encouraged people to get ahead of January 1st and start now with a new year for a better, stronger you.
I think so. Well, I mean, what a start to the new year. It's such a positive start as well. And there's not even New Year's yet. You're going to have this in a few days. So thanks so much. And don't forget, if you want to get the weighted vest, we've got that on the website too. So if you want to add a bit of weight and burn more calories, even when you're just doing your household chores, which we've got to do anyway, get the vest. It's brilliant. There's a cracking price for that. Thanks very much to Francesca too. We'll see you shortly. It's been brilliant. And of course, as always, thanks so much to you at home. I hope you've had a lovely Christmas. And join me tomorrow for some Mulberry Silk.